What's up, Exiles? Hope you're ready for some PvP. Today we're bringing you the Path of Exile Invitational. My name is WillyWonka, and together with me, which side is it? I got GreenDude, my good friend, and GreenDude. Are you with me?
Hey guys.
Yeah,
Yep.
good. Could you talk a little bit about how the people qualified for this tournament and yeah, the last few weeks?
Yeah, so this is an invitational, and as the name suggests, they had to get invited by qualifying either from the queue ratings. So when you queue into a match and you get a match MMR, which is a matchmaking rating, you can qualify for that if you finish in the top. So there's a couple of invites there. Anytime you finish first in a Swiss tournament, you get an invite. So very competitive stuff. And also I think finishing at the top of the PvP points ladder will also get you an invite. So really, these are the best of the best. I mean, these guys qualified themselves. They deserve their invitation. I mean, we're in for a really good treat today.
Yeah, these are the top LLD players in hardcore, standard, and the ones we're gonna see today are the European ones. Tomorrow we're gonna be able to see the American ones, and the format for the tournament today is gonna be double elimination. So if a player loses, he gets one more chance. If he loses again, he's out of the tournament. And if a player makes it into the final from the loser bracket, they will play 2 sets if the losing player wins the first round. And at the end of the entire tournament, we're gonna have a grudge match between the softcore and the hardcore players, and it's only gonna be something we'll do for fun. So yeah, nothing serious. No. Yeah. I'm sure it will be talked about for many years, but yeah, should be entertaining.
Yeah. So what we'll start by doing is what we're going to be able to do is spectate the softcore tournament and then switch over to hardcore every round. So this way we're able to progress the 2 tournaments side by side. And this also allows the players to get ready and all that, so that basically we just see nonstop action. It's going to be fantastic. And we'll guide you through the brackets, and we'll explain to you what's going on. And yeah, we're going to do the tournament side by side. And so you're going to see the first matches. We're going to spectate 1 match, but there's going to be 4 games played side by side. So we're only going to spectate 1, and that's because there would be way too many games to watch. But then as we progress towards the top of the bracket, we're going to be seeing every single match, and you're going to be able to follow along the progress of your favorite players and see who wins the tournament. And as Willie mentioned, we'll have that extra match at the end, which is really, really exciting.
Yeah. And this is the first time GGG has done something like this. It's really amazing that we've actually gotten to this point. I think we can owe a lot of thanks to GreenDude, who arranged the first community-hosted tournaments and brought PvP more or less to the attention of GGG, and ended up traveling down to New Zealand to help them out for this PvP patch and bring us the content you're about to see.
So I think without further ado, we should, before we jump in the game though, I just want to say every match is going to be a best of 7. And so if we get to game 7 and there is a tie, we're going to have a really exciting sudden death where first person to score a point wins. And this goes on until there's a winner, or until we've got 3 ties, at which point it'll be random. So the players are really, going to get nervous in that sudden death, and they don't want to lose, but they don't want to tie either, because then it's 50-50 chance to lose.
Yep.
So I hope that we're going to see a sudden death. I don't know about you, Willie, but I'm really excited to see.
Yeah, didn't we have one in the first 1v1 tournament? That was some of the most hype I've ever experienced. So
exactly.
I hope it does happen.
Yeah, I'm cheering for that. So I'm being told that we're pretty much ready for our first game, so why don't we just jump into it?
All right, get hyped. Here we go. Hopefully, what I was about to say, yeah, this is a learning experience. This has been, planned out by GGG. I hope everything's working. Is the stream up for you, GreenDude?
Yep, the stream's up. They should be switching to the game in a second.
Do you have the coming soon template?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay. I was just worried it was frozen. So
No,
yeah,
no.
we have like GGG employees behind the scenes, tweaking everything, inviting everybody, making sure everything works. So yeah, if something happens, you know, it's the first time we're doing this. It's a learning experience.
Yeah, and while we're waiting for them to switch into the first game, we should say a big thanks to Bex for setting up the channel.
Oh yeah.
Hosting people, just getting the community involved and sharing what they're doing and stuff.
Hmm.
Even Chris is here helping. We got Mike. Mike GGG is a guy who takes care of the administration stuff, the server stuff. He's helping out today. So I mean, these guys are really helping out the community. On a weekend, right? I think this is a Saturday for them
Oh,
or Sunday.
it is.
So yeah, so they're coming in and just to do this stuff for you guys. So I hope you guys are really excited and yeah.
Bex is love, Bex is life. Yes. Um, are there any other things we should discuss? I believe our first match should be Lapis versus D-Dub, right?
Yes.
So D-Dub, I know him very well. I played against him many times in it's standard, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. He's a burning arrow character, and you wouldn't think it would be that strong, but man, if he puts on a trap, even his self cast does incredible damage. So I believe Lapis is a puncture character. Is that true?
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure about Lapis what he's going to be playing, but I think I've seen him play puncture / poison arrow or something along those lines.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I hope it would be nice if we started off with a puncture getting destroyed. They're infamous for being OP, but we will see. There are ways to beat them.
Yeah. So while we're waiting for them to fix the live stream issue, I just want to say Dubs, because the thing you have to understand is Willie and I mostly focus on softcore. We play. Sorry, we mostly focus on hardcore.
Yeah,
rather.
yeah.
And don't play much softcore. We played a teeny tiny bit. So we don't know all the players' builds quite well there. But Dubs is someone who I've seen on Alpha. I've seen him on softcore, and his build is, I have to say, one of the most unique ones.
Yeah.
He really reminds me of Johnny Annihilation's Summoner back when there was no Summoners. Just making a very unique build that's actually competitive. It's amazing. So maybe a tiny bit of bias towards him. I'd really like to see him win. I don't know how far he can go with his build, but he has self-cast Burning Arrow, but also traps. And I got to say, they hit like a train. They hit really, really hard.
Yeah, and because of that, if they ignite you, you're not going to be able to regen. You're going to lose life from the burn as well. Really nice build setup.
Yeah. So I'm being told that you can refresh the stream, Willie. You should be able to.
Okay.
You should be able to see, and then we can jump right into game one.
Let's try that.
Yeah. So it was frozen. We've rebooted it. Everything should be good. Of course, you have to expect a bit of technical difficulties. It's their first time streaming ever. They've never even done any kind of competition like this before. So.
GGG stream hype.
So as soon as you see the bracket, let me know.
I got the bracket. Wait. I got it. Yes.
So here we go. You see game one? Perfect.
Yes. I don't have any audio though, so if you could relay that to Christ himself.
Yeah, Sir Christ Wilson has been notified.
Nice.
The audio should come up shortly. But right now we have Jennifer LLD and what do you want to call him?
Whoa. Dusfar? Waggle. We'll call him Waggle.
We'll call him Waggle.
Is that his actual account name?
It seems like it is, yes.
Alright, we got the first round. Waggle utilizing Firestorm, and if you don't have stun immunity against that, they usually use Stun Gem. You will get perma-stunned.
Yes, it's very effective at stunning people. I'm sure Jennifer has a stun immunity, either the Chiula or maybe the Keystone. Obviously not the Keystone, actually. He's a Ranger. So he's probably playing your typical sword and board Ranger with acrobatics. It's something that's more 1.2.0 build, but I'm Glad to see it come back.
Look at that damage! But just let you guys know, the first minute, I just rebooted the stream from GGG. It lags for like a minute or something, so just like give it a second and it should smooth it out.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That was LMP Fireball, and he probably has LE Weakness gloves. And what happens is, the first projectile hits, and it's shotguns, of course. The first one hits, LE Weakness is applied, the rest of the projectiles hit, and he is dead most of the time.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see Jennifer using some arc action. Arc will hit traps and break them, even despite not being able to actually see them.
Alright, so this is actually Jennifer. Alright, I remember Jennifer. Alright.
So Waggle here is really trying to get away from Jennifer. As soon as Jennifer is within that melee range, he knows he's in deep trouble. What he's got to do is place some traps down, sort of bunker up, and then he'll be able to just spam his crowd control Firestorm and be relatively safe.
Yeah, as we see here, he gets the Firestorm up. He just whirling blades through. He smoke mines, and then he doesn't have any Firestorms. He should really try and maybe maintain them on top of himself. Oh man, brutal. Alright.
So Waggle taking this, or Jennifer rather.
Jennifer,
taking
yep.
This one. Pretty easily. I think the matchup is, you know, quite hard for Waggle. I think Waggle's build, by the way, I should mention, is probably excellent in teams. I haven't seen it, but I can only imagine how good it is in teams where you have, you know, a melee guy on your team, you know, playing the tank for you, and then you give that, you know, huge DPS support from the back.
Oh man, and it's in like free for all, it's the most annoying thing ever. They come, they see you fighting, they come next to you and just start spamming, just start putting that on top of your face.
Exactly.
But yeah, this matchup was pretty rough. Jennifer very quick and can just avoid those firestorms.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, I understand what Waggle is trying to do. He's got the traps, and he's got the damage, and he's got the temp chains on the gloves. So his idea is kind of like, as the person comes to me, I'm gonna work them down slowly and work them down. Unfortunately, the thing with the Rangers is that, you know, whether you're a dagger or a sword, you have whirling blades. You can get in there fast. The map that we saw,
it was pretty huge map, right? So it's hard to control the area.
It's hard to properly trap it. There's no choke points per se. There's a lot of obstacles for melee to hide behind. I just think that Waggle, you know, his build here doesn't really work against.
Yeah, but in the last 2, maybe 3 rounds, I don't think I saw any fireball traps. He was just spamming Firestorm and using smoke mines. Maybe he choked a little bit. I don't know. He forgot his fireballs.
I do think he was overwhelmed. Remember that because Jennifer's using a shield, and he is spec'd into phase acro, he has 30% spell dodge, and he can put on a Stone of Lazwar, and whatever block he has, 50% of it becomes spell block. So I'm sure he's avoiding a lot of those fireballs.
Yeah, that's very important. Let me know when next fight starts, GreenDude, or when the bracket's up. But while during the fight, you are allowed to switch your gear. In between fights, you're allowed to switch gear. I believe this is just 1 round, like 1 round for now. In the final, we're probably gonna have best of 3 or something. But mid-fight, after like the first round, if you see that he's a spellcaster, he's spamming spells like Firestorm, switching on a Stone of Lazwar. If they're using maybe Freeze Pulse and they're freezing you can put on some Wanderlust for freeze immunity or Dream Fragments. These are very important things to recognize and learn how to do on the fly.
Yep. So I think we're gonna be having our ladder coming up soon. You know, I'm just gonna say, if you have the webpage open, the Invitational forum post available on the website, the ladder doesn't automatically update. You do have to refresh your browser. So just a heads up for anyone who is trying to, you know, keep up at home. You know, we'll always pretty much have the latest bracket for you on the stream.
Yep. And now it's up. And man, I'm a little bit disappointed in our bias. If you look at Lapis versus D-Dub, look who managed to pull through. It was Lapis.
Yep. Yep, I'm quite disappointed, but honestly, you have to understand every person can lose once. It's kind of like you have 1 life. So as you can see, Dubs will go back into losers bracket, and it's not over for him. So I'm still cheering for him.
Yeah.
so we see here obviously Jennifer moved up, and then the one match that we couldn't see, or the matches we couldn't see, we got Sir Edwards and Quan, and Sir Edwards is going to be moving up against Lapis. So that's actually interesting. I think that would be a good match to spectate. I'll make sure that we can maybe watch that one. And then Jennifer and Oates. Oates is a high-level PvPer, a low-level PvPer, a softcore, and a hardcore PvPer. This guy does it
dedicated.
all. I think this guy lives to PvP and PoE.
Lives and breathes it.
So that's the guy I would really like to point out and say, look, keep an eye on this guy. He's going to go places.
Jennifer has work to do, it seems like.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
So I'm just giving them the go, and any minute now we should be jumping into our first hardcore game. So now that we're done the first round of softcore, we should be jumping into hardcore.
So what are some of the notable players we should look out for in hardcore?
So, okay, so for hardcore, of course, I have to start with Lord Sidjo, who has won, our community tournament that we had hosted.
Dominating.
He's in the tournament. So, I mean, if you got excited when we did our finals on that first tournament we ever did, you're in for a treat here because, I mean, we've got all the best from softcore, all the best from hardcore. This is like the quality, best of the best.
The cream of the crop. Ooh,
cream of the crop.
And we might actually have a grudge match too, right? Because we have the second place and first place finisher from that tournament, don't we? In hardcore. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So they might get a rematch.
Yeah, that's true. And yeah, so I should mention players were able to qualify for both softcore and hardcore, but only get to choose one, or rather, no, they could qualify for both. They could only choose between playing Europe or US. So some of the players you'll see maybe not in the tournament today, but they'll be in the tournament tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be the US one or the NA one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so if there's any players that you don't see here and you're like, oh, I wish I had seen them, that's just because they chose the other gateway.
Yeah, and having the correct gateway, really helps out. Like I believe Chris said, if you're playing in European and you're from America, don't really expect to win. So. Yeah,
it makes sense. Maybe they would have necessarily liked to play against Europe. Maybe they felt more confident against the builds they would go up against.
Yeah.
But the thing is, and this is why we separated it by gateway, ping is an issue, and that's just how it is. So.
All right, here we got the bracket for EU hardcore. Cool. So the names that really stick out to me is Johnny Annihilation, a good friend, and he probably applied with his. I'm not sure. Did he apply with his or join with the Puncture character or the Cyclone two-hander?
Yeah, I believe he's going to play his How Do I Wreck character, which is a Puncture. Trap and tornado.
I was really hoping to see his Cyclone two-hander, but if he's more confident in that build, then that's fine.
We got Monster Cookie as a Facebreaker, representing the Fox Shade Max DPS Shield Charge action.
Oh man, you think that will one-shot most of the players on the board here?
The thing is, his build is like a different variant of Facebreaker, at least than the one I play.
It's full glass cannon, isn't it?
Yes, so that its one job is to one-shot on the shield charge.
Yeah.
So,
but they're very vulnerable, right?
Exactly. So if you see a Puncture versus a Facebreaker, you actually don't know how it'll go because, of course, Puncture will destroy his build because it's kind of glass cannon. But if Monster Cookie lands the shield charge, it's a one-hit KO.
It's done. It's over.
So I'm actually pretty excited. I hope we get to watch this one first. But let's look at the other guys. We have Fightgar playing Like Jesus. Now, Like Jesus is not someone I remember too well. I think he might be a new player to the scene, which is great to see him now, on the bracket.
Yeah, wonderful.
And then I'm a little disappointed, teeny tiny bit disappointed to see Lord Sidjo versus Grindcore play on game one of the pools, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, because they were the finalists in the first 1-versus-1 tournament. But the loser of that fight will get one more chance in the losers bracket and might be able to fight their way back up and have their revenge.
Yeah, that's right. They always get a second chance, so we might see them again. We can't predict that, but I'm a little disappointed. Nonetheless, they gave us the best show possible in the other tournament.
And there are arguably two of the best LLD PvPers in hardcore currently.
Yep, exactly.
I hope we get to see that fight. All right, do we have any updates, Green Dude? Can we
I'm
go
being
into
told it should be starting any second now.
All right. Brace yourselves. Here we go.
There we go.
Okay, we got Johnny Annihilation versus Monster Cookie. Can you tell us anything about Monster Cookie's build, Green Dude?
Yeah, so he's going to wear a rare shield with fizz damage, Fox Shade, which gives movement speed and fizz damage. So if you haven't gotten it already, he's basically stacking that fizz damage and nothing else so that he can one-shot, and I imagine his shield charge would be 5-linked.
Yeah. Could you give a hint to Christ that we need volume?
Right.
Yeah. I will say a prayer. Maybe it will happen. All right, so we got Johnny. Wait. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Johnny's playing the bow character. He does a lot of damage, but I'm confident that Monster Cookie can just land that shield charge while he's moving still.
Yeah, and it seems like he's not taking a lot of damage from the puncture. He has a decent amount of regen. He's just waiting for an opportunity here.
Yep, so his build very much goes into the starting of the Marauder and the starting of the Duelist, where you get a lot of regen.
Yeah,
so you
can
see Monster Cookie being very aggressive, getting the shield charge.
Bam! And he was being very clever, using his arc to try and remove the traps and allow him to move freely. If he doesn't have trap, Johnny is defenseless.
Yeah, Johnny's going to have to put a lot of pressure on him so that he can get him to use his flask early in the round so that when he does decide to go aggressive, he doesn't have the flask to back him up.
All right, you see here, Monster Cookie managed to put down some bear traps. He's going to probably... Oh, wow, he's going ham. There's no traps here to defend Johnny. He's got some bear traps up at the top. He might get stunned.
Oh, yes, I'm being told, unfortunately, we're not going to get audio for this match.
Okay.
Because they're having technical difficulties. But nonetheless, it's actually a pretty exciting match. Johnny has to use his Cool Rain of Arrows like he's doing right now to break the bear traps because Monster Cookie's using bear traps with increased duration.
Oh,
so the minute Johnny walks over one of those traps, it is done.
Oh, wow. That smoke mine into shield charge, MLG. 360 shield charge. And it was right in the animation of Johnny, so he couldn't move.
Yeah. I mean, Johnny's under a lot of pressure here to not step on a trap, to not stay moving still. Oh, and there, Monster Cookie's taking a lot of damage right there.
Ooh, it seemed like he was getting stunned, right?
Yeah. Yes, Monster Cookie does not have stun immunity.
He's using face breakers. He wants to have every point of physical damage as possible because that's going to be increased by 1,000% by his face breakers. It's very important. So if he can just stay away from him, not get stunned, that would be optimal. But the Rain of Arrows is very good at shooting around corners, and it seemed like it was perma-stun. So I want to see Johnny try and get that Rain of Arrows in a little bit more.
Yeah.
Maybe forcing him to switch his amulet out.
You have to understand, you need to do enough damage to be able to stun in the first place.
Yes.
And Facebreaker characters have a lot of life, so he's sometimes able to avoid stun altogether. However, I think Johnny's Rain of Arrows does way too much damage. That can really stun properly.
Oh, you can see here he's using his Rain of Arrows to remove those bear traps. Smoke Mike's back, and he whiffs the shield charge.
So Monster Cookie looking for an opportunity to go in. Constantly being hit with Rain of Arrow, Crystalline Hit, Temp Chains, forcing him to take some extra poison damage, some extra hits here and there. And here goes Monster Cookie.
Oh.
And as you saw right there, he actually blocked a trap, which made his Herald of Ash ignite it, breaking the other ones. So Trap Multi-Trap will get pretty much instantly destroyed from Herald of Ash.
Yeah, and it will actually hit if Johnny is right next to it. He will actually get that prolific damage on himself, taking quite a lot of damage. Also, the same thing will happen to a totem, but it's very hard to pull off, and yeah, it rarely happens. Oh, a little bit lag there, and he managed to get the shield charge once again. Wow, he managed to get every single. He gets into his weakness, his kink in his armor.
Yeah, we should point out that shield charge will always miss on a moving target,
Yeah,
always.
always.
So the only way Monster Cookie can actually land the shield charge is if he's standing still. From the moment that he starts the charge to the moment he lands it,
Mm.
Johnny cannot. If Johnny moves an inch, it will miss.
Yeah, and you have to actually click on the target too. If you just like try and skill shot it like you would be with an ability in a MOBA, it's not gonna hit. It's just gonna push him away. It's just like Roas in the main game.
Correct.
And Monster Cookie only needs one more round now to take this win. So I think we're gonna see Johnny try and play it very defensively.
Yeah, we might actually see Monster Cookie just try to tie this round because there's only 30 seconds left. He's taken a lot of damage, probably has little to no flask available, and he's up 1 point. So it's really in his favor to maybe extend this one to a tie and then wait next round where he might get a bit of refills on his flasks.
Yeah, he doesn't need to gamble this round. He has the lead.
Yeah. Nonetheless, he's still being very aggressive, and you saw him pop every trap there by
Every
just
single
blocking
one.
one. Yeah, so Herald of Ash really doing some heavy work there when you have a lot of block chance.
Also, something you got to worry about with Facebreaker. Oh, Monster Cookie taking a lot of damage there from that tornado shot. He can shock in really, really hard. Ooh, out of position, falls back. Yeah, with Facebreakers, you got the counter gems now. They actually drawed out the round, so this is gonna be the final one unless Johnny managed to get the point here. Yeah, with the counter gems, I believe it's just Vengeance, right? That will hit off screen or
Yeah,
at a range.
Vengeance will counter attack you wherever you are, and then you have Riposte and Reckoning, which do AOE around you. One of them is a cone attack, and one of them is like a sweep attack, AOE attack.
And of course, with Facebreakers, even the counter attacks do a lot of damage. And we see, ooh, Johnny
Taking a lot of stuns there.
he got stunned right before the shield charge, or was it during the shield charge?
Yeah, during the shield charge. Shield charge is not like Cyclone where it gives you stun immunity while you're using it.
Mm-hmm.
So he's able to get stunned out of it and make Johnny save his own life.
Yeah, he would have been dead if that was not a stun. He was on his way.
Johnny's doing a really good job of putting pressure on. Oh,
oh, see that prolif? He's burning. He would have been. I think it took damage equivalent to half his HP there, but he managed to pot it back up.
Wow, Johnny was. I mean, this was life or death right there in that bear trap.
We might see that. Oh, I don't think you have any pots left. Yeah, is that a draw or is that? Yeah, match ended in a draw. So we're probably gonna be able to see a sudden death here.
Yeah, very first hardcore game is the very first sudden death.
Very first. Excited. So hopefully they will fix the audio issues there. So what do you think they can do for the sudden death? What do you think is going to be the game plan here?
I actually think there's no game plan for Monster Cookie. Monster Cookie.
He knows what he has to do.
He will have full flask for this sudden death.
Yeah.
So if he's very clever, he'll just, as soon as the round starts, maybe turn on Herald of Ash, maybe not. Just Quicksilver to the enemy position. He might have a set of traps or two, but you just got to take that risk, get the shield charge while he's placing his aura, placing his traps. I think he's just got to rush in and take him out right away.
The players would be allowed to change out gear now in between rounds, right? In between rounds, you can change anything. I believe that's in the rules. So if that's the case, we're definitely going to see some Quicksilver adrenaline action where he's just chasing him down, just brute forcing the first round and the final round.
Something I'd like to see Johnny do is, right when the round starts, is use a blink arrow away from the initial starting position, then set up his auras, then set up his traps, just so that there's that moment of confusion where Monster Cookie comes in, the enemy is not there, gives maybe Johnny another second or so to place additional traps or to fire an arrow. I'd like him to just really move from his spot because Monster Cookie's coming like a train right for him.
Yeah, he probably if he doesn't put up his auras, he might still be able to kill him because puncture characters are pretty squishy, so you might just go all in, just charge straight in and try and kill him while he's putting up his auras and getting set up.
Yeah. So I think Monster Cookie's got a good chance of doing it, but it's sudden death. Players are going to be nervous. Someone's going to make an error, I'm sure. When you have to be on point with not walking over a trap, not or breaking all the traps, avoiding a shield charge, avoiding a self-cast arrow. It puts a lot of pressure on the players, and it's quite easy to be too nervous, shaky hands, make a mistake, and find yourself in loser's bracket.
Yeah, and one of the most important things to learn in PvP, some would say it's the #1 thing you got to be good at. It's pot management. So especially against like a puncture character, you want to have bleed removal. If you waste all your pots, you know, you're so vulnerable against that build. And yeah, you just gotta make sure you use your pots at the correct time, and you'll stand a better chance at winning.
Yeah, we we were able to see the brackets, I think a day in advance. So I'm certain that Monster Cookie would have put on a puncture removal flask. At least I'd hope so, in preparation for this match.
Yeah, and curse immunity, like puncture removal, curse immunity. That's probably on all these flasks.
Yeah, so I'm certain that with a full set of flasks that are meant for this matchup, but also that are going to be refilled now that we're entering a last sudden death match, I'm certain that Monster Cookie, even if he didn't pop too well, could quite easily take it home. I think Johnny's going to have to be the one that puts a little more effort, a little more strategy into this match, I think.
Definitely. And well, while we're just waiting, we can just talk about PvP in general. Oh, looks like we got the match up and running.
Okay, sudden death. Here we go.
Sudden death.
First person to get a kill wins.
Oh, and this is so nice. It's set up by GGG, so as you see at the top, it's sudden death. It's just one round. I love this.
All right, these guys have got to be nervous as the time counts down here.
Here we go.
And here we go.
Round 1, final round.
Johnny's gonna go to the top, try to camp. It's not a good position. Monster Cookie's in a better position in terms of POV.
Yeah. I think we would like to see Monster Cookie, if anything, but... Alright. Oh, here we go.
So Monster Cookie actually adopting a pretty defensive start of the round. I really thought he would just...
Yeah, Johnny is the one who's going on the offense here. This is very, very confusing.
Yeah. So Johnny has to really spam that Rain of Arrow right now, because if he steps on a bear trap and you hear that bear trap cling, famous cling, he's dead. It's over.
It's over. He might be able to blink arrow, but I think Monster Cookie will anticipate that and just nail him. He will remain in stun after the blink arrow.
Yeah. Do you note that Johnny can keep shooting his bow while he's in the bear trap? Yeah. Oh, and Monster Cookie potting there, saving his own life, just barely.
Yeah, it seems like he had to waste some pots on that puncture. He went down to like 20-30%, and he's taking a lot of damage from these tornado shots. It's enabling him to shoot around the corners. He's using his smoke mine here to get some more movement speed. Decides not to engage though. Very common strategy. Yeah, go ahead.
Johnny is on point here, throwing a trap, spamming arrow, throwing a trap. Like he doesn't miss a single trap, single arrow. Always putting pressure from the corners. You're able to hit 90 degrees with the tornado shot. Monster Cookie having to back.
Alright, we get another draw. As we stated at the beginning, if the players are too defensive, they're probably super hyped up for this, very nervous, and... Wait, what just happened? Oh, GreenDude! No! It seems like I lost GreenDude. But yeah, like I was saying... If they draw out... Yeah, I'm pretty sure GreenDude, yeah, we lost GreenDude. No! No! So I'll just keep it going. If they draw out 3 times in a row, it's gonna be pretty much a coin toss. And we're now going into the 3rd round. So I think we're gonna be able to see them going very hard in the last one here. Alright, are you with me, GreenDude? I can hear you.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Ah, good. Let me just check that I got your beautiful face captured. There it is. Wonderful. So I was just reiterating here that this is going to be the final sudden death we're going to see. If they don't finish this out, it's pretty much just going to be a coin toss, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're... Okay, so I think they're going to be going for 3... the 3rd tie will then result in a 50-50. So I think they can tie once more before it gets to that. But hopefully we see a winner, of course.
All right. Let's see. GreenDude in the corner there.
Round one. Fight.
Alright, this is gonna be the final sudden death, boys. How do I react? Oh, a little bit of lag there. Just laying down all his traps. Laying down some traps in the middle of the battlefield. Those are the sneaky traps. Those are the ones you probably don't plan to arc down. And if he manages to push Monster Cookie back into the arena, he might get a nasty surprise. And I think those were single traps too. The multi-traps, they do a lot of damage, but the sole single traps that he puts down are the one-shot potential puncture traps.
Yeah, we see a lot of players moving away from multi-trap because of Herald of Ash and how it works with blocking.
Oh, watch out, Johnny!
Monster Cookie trying to get that shield charge, but remember, if Johnny moves an inch, it will always miss 100% of the time.
Yeah, Monster Cookie is a train on its way to One-Shot City! Yeah! And we finally see an end to that series. Wow.
See, that was amazing, and it's funny because he was doing exactly what I said, which is just rush in there. Don't even think twice, because essentially for Monster Cookie, his best defense is his offense. By putting on pressure, Johnny doesn't have time to properly break the traps, properly put traps down on the ground. He just doesn't have time. He's overwhelmed.
Yeah. All right, that was a good round. So we're gonna have the brackets up soon. That was Johnny Annihilation versus Monster Cookie. We got Desolator, Lord Sidro. I'm really excited to see what happened between Lord Sidro and Grindcore. But I mean, that really shows you. I'm sure a lot of people were wondering if Puncture would just win everything. That's very common to see people say that. And here you saw Facebreakers, something that used to be actually a pretty low tier build in LD PvP, but since the changes to shield charge, the new counter gems, Facebreaker has been moving up in the tier list in LD. Yep.
The trigger gems originally I thought would be something like a third of your damage, but one of them is something like 3/4 of your damage. I think one of them goes even higher. And with Facebreaker, how it works, of course, is you attack extremely slowly but very hard. And so when the trigger gem does 3/4 of your damage, but you're wearing Facebreaker, that's a lot of damage. And the more you block, the more you hit. So essentially, stacking on those defenses allows you to stack an offense, which is cool. And that's the only reason I think we're able to see Facebreakers now, is thanks to the trigger gems and thanks to shield charge being able to one-shot if you wear the appropriate gear like Fox Shade and a rare shield with crafted fizz. But I think, without the trigger gems, it might go down lower into the brackets.
Yeah, especially with the new meta that we have right now, where for most melee characters, the skill of choice is Molten Strike, right? And Molten Strike procs a lot of hits. So if Facebreakers comes up against a melee Molten Strike, which is so common now, they get so many counter hits. They hit them once, they put 3 projectiles in the air, which then hits, and of course this is being spammed. So it's really rough to play against Facebreaker. You gotta kind of, use Molten Strike. While it's not there, step away and have the Facebreaker run into it while you're not there. If you stand there and just face tank against a Facebreaker, you're never gonna win. Yeah, you're just gonna die.
It's really important to anticipate the shield charge coming in, make those molten projectiles move out of the way. You literally have to move just like an inch and you'll miss the shield charge will miss. But then the shield charge animation when it ends is very slow. So if someone's shield charging you, you move out of the way, but your Molten Strike projectiles are still in the air, he's going to take a lot of damage and you'll take none. So it's not an impossible matchup. It's just a very tough matchup for Molten Strikers.
All right, so it seems like we got the EU standard bracket up here. Oh, and we're going straight into a match.
Perfect. Back to softcore. We're following again Jennifer.
Nice.
And now he's playing against Alcasas, which I don't know about this player at all, so I'm pretty excited to see what build he's playing right now.
Looks to be a one-hand sword and board with Tempest Shield. He's probably, yeah, as you can see here, he's spamming his Spectral Throw, and I believe he probably has some Elyon rings. That's a new thing that's coming into PvP. Last time we had the tournament, I don't believe Elrion was a part of the metagame, but what it allows you to do now is pretty much have all your spells for free, so you can just spam this infinitely.
Yeah, and I think he's going to be putting on a lot of pressure. It seems Jennifer is very scared that the matchup might be in favor of the duelist.
Yeah.
So he's playing very defensive. And it's paid off. Wow.
Wow. And he was actually being very clever there. One thing you can do with Molten Strike is put yourself in a corner, and it will force the AI of the projectiles to hit in a tinier spot. So if you stand up against a wall, you stand next to in a corner, more of the projectiles will shotgun your opponent, which is exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, I think Jennifer's playing the game properly. I don't think this Alcazaz guy is playing the right way. I think going into the Spectrals and just, throwing yourself at them is just not a solution here. He's got to really change his playstyle right now.
Alright, Alcazaz.
Seems he is trying to get that Molten Shell up, maybe get in and make it explode, and then, get out again. Wow, that's a pretty interesting strategy.
Oh, and it actually does a decent amount of damage.
Yeah, probably has that Empower, Molten Shell, maybe Fire Pen
combo. Yeah.
So he's trying the Poison Arrow there with the Silver Bench. Doesn't look like it's going to do much. I think the Molten Shell idea was working much better. Because as he's going in, he's going to hit him with the Whirling, make the Molten Shell explode, and then get out again safely. I think that was a much better strategy.
And I mean, that's free damage, right? And if you can somehow get him to waste some pots, that's the goal. That's what you want. Wear him down.
I'm pretty sure Jennifer is able to out-regen the poison, and that also leaves Alcazaz without a shield up. So if Jennifer decided to go aggressive and Alcazaz didn't have his shield up, he would be taking a lot of damage. So I don't think the Poison Arrow is a really good solution right now. It was obviously working well with the Molten Shell. Remember, though, that we can see their HP bars. They can't see it.
Look at that Molten. And he's getting stun-locked. Alcazaz could do nothing, and he was using his bow there. And it's very... I don't think you can even weapon swap during a stun, so...
exactly.
He just got caught out in the open.
I think what was going on is simply that Alcazaz had a good strategy with Molten Shell, but couldn't see Jennifer's HP down in the bottom corner.
Yeah.
So he didn't know if it was working.
He's just going...
Oh, and he comes out on top on that one.
Round 5.
I think the strategy there was simply, get Jennifer before he starts spamming those Spectrals that hurt so much.
Yeah, and if Jennifer can put up like a few Molten Strikes before he's within melee range, that's so much damage in his favor, or her favor. I don't know if it's a female. But like you see here, Alcazaz is doing the same mistake as he did the first round. He's just going into Jennifer's base, allowing him to play the way he's doing right now, just camping in the corner. And Jennifer, of course, who got the first round, the second round, he's fine. He doesn't care. He's leading. He doesn't have to go anywhere unless Alcazaz forces him to.
Yeah, he's really playing that turret style where he's just bunkering down and spamming that Spectral throw. Not even moving an inch. And it's just working so well.
Yeah, I think he's trying to engage with the Molten, but it's not getting in there.
Yeah.
All he's doing is taking damage here.
Oftentimes, if you don't have stun immunity, what you can do is put a cast 1 stun Immortal Call, and then when one Spectral procs it, you can keep going in. I think maybe it would have been a solution for him. But he must be spec'd into Unwavering. Honestly, I couldn't even know what to say for him to be able to do anything with that matchup, other than the Molten Shell seemed to be working, but other than that, it was a pretty tough matchup for him.
Yeah, could you tell if the Poison Arrow was actually degenning him? Because he was trying to force him out of the corner with the Poison Arrow, but...
Yeah, I mean, the strategy on paper makes sense, but I think the Poison Arrow damage just doesn't cut it.
Yeah, and if, Jennifer is a pretty... high-tier PvPer, he's good. He might have like a swap for Chaos Resist if he needed to. But well played by Jennifer. Yeah,
a good game by Jennifer. And Jennifer's playstyle might seem overly defensive, but it was so effective. How can you say anything bad about that? So now we're looking at the hardcore brackets just to catch up on what had happened last time. So we've got Monster Cookie that's going to be going up against Pewee account, which I think is an alternate account to someone who we know very well, but I can't remember who again. Possibly is Lord Sidro, actually. Oh, and we're switching back to the softcore ladder. I think they had mistakenly put on the hardcore one. So okay, so this is the updated softcore one.
No, we got Jennifer LD versus Alcatraz still up.
So they're still working on updating it, but in the
there
meantime,
there we go.
there we go. So yeah, as you can see, Sir Edwards came up on top on Lapis. So I'm actually pleased with that. I'd like to see Sir Edwards' build. I don't know what it is. I just know it's some kind of shadow fizz build maybe.
I'm thinking freeze pulse.
Is it really?
I don't know. It's just it just speaks to me.
I remember Sir Edwards used to play the MacGyver build.
MacGyver build?
Which yes, the MacGyver build, because it would spec into fizz damage, just fizz damage, and you would literally switch your build from a bow puncture to a bear trapper to a EKer.
Oh, you can do anything.
You could literally switch to any build.
Swiss Army knife.
Because all you're doing is you had acro, you had life, and you had fizz damage. So you could switch based on your matchup. So maybe he's not playing that anymore, though. That used to be a 1.2 thing. That's
an interesting idea, though. I've seen Bear Trap and EK and Puncture. You know, they're all great builds, and if he can tailor them to his opponent, that sounds brilliant. Yeah,
it was very effective. Okay, so in the losers, we're gonna have Alcatraz playing against Oates. So Oates is also playing the same build as Alcatraz, I think, which is Sword and Board Duelist. So that's gonna be interesting. Oh, and we're switching back to hardcore. Okay.
All right, so this is going to be a hardcore match coming up, right?
Right, exactly. We should be able to see
Monster Cookie
Lord
versus.
Sigil, maybe?
I think it's Monster Cookie versus PoE account.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to see a bit more Monster Cookie action there. PoE account, it'll be great to finally see what he's playing.
So PoE account, you had no idea what he was playing, right?
Honestly, I don't know. I think it's a bow character. If it's who it is, who I think it is, it's a bow character.
All right, but he's coming up against Monster Cookie, who is the Puncture Destroyer, which should be entertaining. So it's match 6, Jennifer. All right, so here we go. We got Lord Sidro versus Like Jesus, and we are spectating Like Jesus. Seems like he's using a bow.
Yeah, so we do have Lord Sidro then playing. Against like Jesus. What's Like Jesus's build? Bow again? Yeah.
Bow. Yeah.
I don't think he's doing anything different, right? I'm pretty sure it's just a puncture. Puncture
mirror match. Yeah.
Yeah. I know, because I'm saying that because I know there's a player that really focuses on degen damage, poison arrow, puncture, no tornado.
Oh yeah, isn't that Yoda?
Yoda. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's brutal. I hate that poison arrow. I can't do anything against them.
I think we might see Yoda tomorrow in the NA, and I think that's probably why we're not going to see him today.
Yeah, look forward to that. That's going to be full of salt from his opponent.
Yep.
Alright, we see Sidro here finishing off Like Jesus. Just getting controlled by that tornado shot. Seems like Sidro's just playing with him.
Yeah, I mean, Lord Sidro is not only a tournament winner already, but he's been working on this particular build for multiple years. I think it's safe to say at least 3 years. So if someone knows bows, it's Lord Sidro.
He's perfected this.
Yeah, so a lot of people are actually basing their builds off of his build. So, Jesus can win. It's just he's gonna have to put in a lot of effort here.
Yeah, and you can see that here. Sidro is probably using a rear guard. I consider it one of the most OP. Oh, nice! You see the rain of arrows just hits around corners. Excellent use. Yeah, one of the strongest LD items. Oh, and that tricky trap he had in the back. He's gonna be able to finish it off. Maybe a poison arrow. It doesn't take much. Just one projectile. There you go.
Yeah.
Well done by Lord.
Should be able to end that around the corner pretty easily.
So Lords knew he was up to sneaky business. He had planned for it in advance. He had a trap in the back. He didn't put any additional traps because if Like Jesus heard him throw any traps, he would, react and try and be a little bit more careful. But he didn't think it was anything there. He charged in and got a nasty, nasty surprise.
Yeah, very good trap. Lord Sidro, I mean, he knows where to put those traps. He's been playing these maps for a long time as well. I mean, we're really looking at one of the best bow players in the game right now. So.
Yeah.
You know, Jesus is probably very nervous. Probably was nervous going into this match. Getting a lot of damage there.
Sidro being a little bit, I don't know. He's just standing in the open, taking on his opponent. Like I think he might be popping an evasion flask while they're, you know, when they're facing off 1 versus 1, just shooting puncture at each other. He's using an evasion flask and just evading those projectiles.
I think really it comes down to Lords is like, if I put so much pressure that he has to hide behind a thing, then I win just by that. In that matchup, I really think the most aggressive player wins. It's really the saying that goes,
no, like Jesus. Where's your puncture flasks? Oh, he probably was completely emptied out. Yeah. All right. Very strong victory there from Lord Sidro.
Yeah, you know, you have to come up on top and show your domination right in the beginning. Put on that pressure, force them to use the flask, instantly gain advantage, flask advantage, get the position advantage. If the person is stuck in a corner and there's only 2 exits for them, then the guy standing in the open, putting on the pressure, has a huge advantage. So I think Lord Sidro just, you know, felt confident, knew what the opponent was playing, and just decided, yeah, this is going to be my game. You're going to play my game.
Yeah, and we saw that throughout that entire round. Like Jesus just cowering in the corner, and whenever he tried to poke his head out, he got smacked back down. You're muted. You forget.
No, I know.
There you go. Okay, yeah.
So we're going to be seeing the ladder soon. Lord Sidro will be. Oh, there it is. So Lord Sidro's moving on in the semifinals, and from the bottom bracket we've got. Let's see. So like Jesus is there, okay. Johnny's going to be playing against either Monster Cookie or PoE account. So we don't know yet. I guess that match is probably still going on. And we're going to find out soon who's going to the lower bracket.
Mm-hmm. All right. So if I'm going to make any predictions here, I don't know. Who do you think is going to end up in the finals?
I mean, it's hard to say who's going to come back from losers. I'm looking at losers right now.
Yeah.
I don't even know who won between Grindcore and Fightgar, and I'm just like, that's a tough decision right there.
I feel like they're probably going the distance on that fight.
Yeah, that's probably a very tough match, a very close match. And then whoever wins that one has to fight Like Jesus, which is a puncture.
There you go.
Build.
There you go.
Hard. Oh, Grindcore takes it.
Comes out on top versus Fightgar. And Fightgar, was he playing his Count Blackula build or face?
So.
Okay, so that's a sword and board, very strong character. Versus Grindcore's, I imagine his spectral throw, crit dagger, slash molten slash cyclone. He does a lot of stuff. It's very impressive to see him play.
Yeah. Fightgar has to be one of the best sword and board, and Grindcore is also arguably one of the best dagger and shield. So, you know, that's a very interesting match that they had there. I bet it was very close. So Grindcore is going to be playing against Puncture. Now, I think Dagger can win, but Puncture usually has an advantage, I think, in that matchup.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
And then we don't know yet if Johnny's going to be playing, who Johnny's going to be playing, rather. So that'll be interesting because we might actually we might see Grindcore having to battle through a lot of Puncture to get into finals.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's a very difficult match there for Grindcore. But I'd like to see Grindcore go into semifinals again. I mean, who doesn't hope for a Grindcore versus Lord Sidro finals?
Grudge match. That's what I'm crossing my fingers for. And we see PoE account is going to be playing against Johnny Annihilation. But yeah, I think Grindcore has the advantage against Like Jesus. He's a veteran. He's used to playing against Lord Sidro, and if Lord Sidro plays with Like Jesus like his little pet in that last round, I think Grindcore will be able to do the same. And I've heard that Grindcore is able to win a fair amount of matches against Lord Sidro.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're even, but we'll see.
Yeah, so now we're going to be moving back to softcore and catching one of the matches there. Should be any second now. And after that, we'll look at the bracket and see how softcore is doing right now.
So yeah, while we're just waiting, oh, whoa, there we go. Bam! We got Quan and 999 versus Lapis. And I don't think we're sure what Lapis is playing yet, but we thought it was Puncture, so we'll see. Is this the red player? Yeah, it is. Oh, he's playing a caster GreenDude.
Interesting. Yeah, Quan is a very good caster, and he's very versatile.
Oh, dear God. That perma-stun tornado.
Oh!
Round 2.
Wow.
Fight.
Lapis. Wow, what is the front? Damn!
Lose a point.
Freeze pulse trap in his tracks.
Fight.
You're going nowhere, Quan. Bear trap, cold snap, and bam, bam, bam. Freeze pulse. So
He's,
I.
reminding me of the wombo combo from Fight Guard back in the day.
Yeah.
Round 4.
You got the curse, you got the cold snap, and
So
then
he's forcing him to have freeze immunity, stun immunity. If you don't have those and you can't remove traps, you're going down, Quan. All right, getting one trap on Lapis, but.
Oh, and the Ice Spear is actually doing so much damage.
Wow! That was a single projectile too. GG, that was so fast.
That was very fast. Wow.
What? All right.
I'm pretty happy. I mean, we're seeing a caster.
Wow, Lapis.
Wow.
Do we have a new favorite?
I mean, I'm kind of cheering for Quan now in softcore. I mean, that was impressive, and I mean, his builds is awesome. I've seen him play a Templar, I've seen him play a Shadow, I've seen him toy with Spark, Arc, every caster spell. I think this guy has went through every possible variation, and so I'm glad he figured out a really strong build for the tournament.
Man, I have never even played against something like that. That was refreshing, and he had the wombo combo too. So that's going to be incredibly hard for an opponent to react to. But now that they might have seen that fight, they might prepare for it in the upcoming matches here.
Yeah, I think if you go into this without a Stone of Lazwar, you're probably making a mistake.
Yeah.
Also, he's got the thing is he's got the pressure at range. He's got the shotgun effect at melee. So I mean, I don't know how weak he is, like his life pool, his defenses, but whatever it is, his damage is really high. So, I mean, you're gonna really hope for that flicker or that kind of whatever the gap closer is. You're gonna want to make it fast, and you want to kill him really fast.
Oh, you want to finish it fast, yeah.
Yeah.
If you drag out the fight with him, you're doing something wrong. And he probably had, I couldn't tell, but he probably has some kind of curse on hit setup. So with the chill effect, if he has temp chains, you're moving so slow. He can chase you. He can wear you down. So I think the trick is to end the fight quickly.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm being told we're waiting for the matches. So in the meantime, we can look at the brackets real quick.
Oh yeah.
So it should be updated any second now, so we can find out who won between Alcacas and Oats. Again, I couldn't call that match because I think they're both playing the same build. It's a mirror match.
Yeah, sword and board, right?
Exactly. But Oats is a very experienced player, so if I had to guess, I'd say probably Oats came up on top there. So Jennifer versus Sir Edwards again. We're still not sure what he's playing.
We actually had in the first round. If you look at the fourth round, you had Oats BT versus Alcacas, and Alcacas actually beat Oats. So we will see what happens now in the 11th round if he can get that revenge.
So I'm actually being told right now that one of the matches is very, very close, and that we can maybe just jump into the middle of the match going on.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
And see it, yeah. So that could be really exciting if they can set that up real quick.
But yeah, we got Alcacas, Oats. Oh, Quan versus Lupus. Doesn't look like we're gonna get any audio, but we don't care. This is Beast Mode. Oh yeah, this is not. That's a wrong layout. We got Beast Mode versus. Do you know who this is?
Yes, this is Alcacas, I believe.
Oh, okay.
So this is the mirror match that we were talking about. Sword and board, duelist matchup. Very close game, as you can see here. Oh, and Alcacas going down right there from a bow pressure.
A weapon swap. He's a sword and board character, guys. That was a weapon swap to bow.
So, I mean, tornado shot with a good bow, I mean, it can put on enough damage to get you using your flask.
Oh, they're going ham.
Oh, and the cycle in action. A lot of life gain on hit there.
Oh, nice. Makes it back up. They're both low life. Beast Mode falling back. Not sure if he wants to take this fight on. He doesn't want to waste any pots. If you can just regen for free. You saw that Alcazaz used his pots to regen up. They're both utilizing Cyclone. You see here, he's breaking the traps, actually, before they're hitting him.
So one of the things is that Oats is wearing
Oh, the
Vitality.
single target Spectral brings him down to half.
So Oats using Vitality, and the Alcazaz not using Vitality, I believe. It's going to make a big difference in this match.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's why he's dragging it out. He's probably using a corrupted belt, which will give you the highest level vitality possible in LD.
Yep. So no wonder this match has taken a long time. These guys have to really work at each other and slowly but surely force the other guy to use a flask here and there until it's time to finally go in and finish him off.
And I mean, Beast Mode is leading. He has the build, the setup to draw it out as well. So that's all he wants to do. If he sees he has an opportunity to kill him, he's probably going to go for it, but while he's full HP, he probably has flasks. Oh, he wasted a flask there at the end. Oh,
Yep.
man. Curse Unity. Gone.
Yeah, when the round is over, you can still waste the flasks, so
Yeah.
you have to be really careful not to pot at the very end.
Alright. Hits him with the puncture. Just tries to make him follow him. And you see, he's down to 40%. He's not using flasks. What I think he might be doing now is staying low life, so he's kind of tricking Beast Mode into thinking he can kill him off. And then he's gonna pod during this fight. No, I think it's over. Yeah, he's just going in to die. Yeah. He knew he was dead. He didn't know any flasks.
Yeah, I think Oats is such an experienced player. He knows that he out-regens them, so all he's really got to do is just work at him, get those flasks off. And meanwhile, Oats doesn't have to drink a pot because he's got his vitality, he's got really high regen.
Yeah.
You know, he has no reason to play the other game. So, I mean, you could pretty much see who was going to win, but I think Alcazaz put up a good fight. It was a tight game.
Yeah, and you saw, I think he got one round at least, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and he beat Oats in the 4th round. So I guess Alcazaz. I mean, yeah, he beat Oats in the 4th round. So I guess he changed out a few things, and he was more prepared for the next round versus Alcazaz.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
So there you can see how much can change.
Yeah. So I think we actually have a slightly updated bracket now. So we've got PoE account is going to be the one who lost a monster cookie and is going to be playing against Johnny. So that's interesting. That's going to be Puncture versus Puncture, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe
actually,
so.
I think we're still not certain about PoE account, actually. We haven't seen him play once.
Oh, yeah, we haven't seen him now.
So Monster Cookie taking it. That's pretty awesome. We're going to be able to see Lord Sigil Puncture versus Monster Cookie Shield Charge Facebreaker.
And if you've seen anything from before, Monster Cookie is the Puncture Destroyer! Yeah! So we'll see what happens here. I'm cheering for Monster Cookie. I'm biased. Alright, here we'll see. But I know Sidro is very experienced. He's used to this. Alright, we got the countdown. Who's gonna take it?
Round 1.
It's gonna be Lord Sidro or Monster Cookie. If you want Lord Sidro to win, put Frank or C in chat. If it's Monster Cookie, put
Kipo.
Kipo. Alright, Lord Sidro. Just putting down his base. He, as you can see from his previous fight, he likes to dominate this middle section of the area. He has way more range. He has room for his traps. And he's just waiting for Monster Cookie to make an approach. Constantly replacing those traps. Oh, and he's using his...
Gains a point.
He didn't get all the traps with Arc.
Fight.
Yeah, I think Monster Cookie's probably very nervous because this is...
Oh! That shield charge, though! The hell? Monster Cookie! He was mad!
I mean, that aggressive playstyle is what's going to get him the win here.
Yeah. Well done. Well done. Yeah, constantly just trying to break those traps. We're back to the same thing we saw in the first one.
Monster Cookie has to be more aggressive than this. Every time he ends up in these situations, it never ends good for him. I mean, as long as Lord Sidro is in that corner, bottom corner there, I don't think I can see, Monster Cookie being able to make any kind of approaching. Honestly, he might just try to delay and tie this round and try again next round to get that position in the bottom.
Yeah. Oh, taking a lot of hits there. He's got a quad tornado shot. Hurts real bad. +1 arrow probably on his quiver. Getting that puncture in. Yeah, he's just wearing him down. I hope he's not using pots for this. But he's now taken over that corner, forcing Sidro to move back to his own spawn. A little bit of frame drops here. Yeah, it seems like this is probably gonna end in a draw. But man, Monster Cookie is playing aggressive, still getting the punctured again. And you see, he's just stomping. He just stomps. I don't think he's potting. Yeah, I haven't seen Monster Cookie have any weapon swaps. I don't know if he might have a, I don't know, a two-handed weapon, a bow, something he could use.
No, I'm pretty sure he doesn't. He really relies on either blocking the traps and then landing the shield charge, or getting the ignite with Herald, or he doesn't really have another
using
solution.
Cold Snap, trying to get in. Well, he just loses a lot of life in the process.
Oh, he gets the shield charge.
What is happening?
Blue team gains a point.
I think Sidro got bear trapped and desynced. You see, he tried to type OS mid-fight there. Alright. Monster Cookie taking his second round. He's now leading versus Lord Sidro. Yeah, he's playing very aggressive. Once again, just taking that puncture, just standing still, not wasting a pot. Now he's just regenning back.
I don't see how Monster Cookie can run in and run while he's bleeding and have vulnerability. It's just... that's insane. Vulnerability increases your degen. And this is Lord Sidro. He probably has one of the strongest punctures out there in all the land. So we're seeing Monster Cookie using a lot of pots right now. This is not looking good for him. He needs that one-shot shield charge. You know, at this point, if he wants to just go in without potting and just hope for the best, might be a good idea. Otherwise, he has to tie the round, I think.
Yeah, I think it seems like he's leaning a little bit more towards tying, but he's still looking for opportunities.
Oh, that map is really not favorable for shield charging. This is a very tight map with a lot of choke points. Very easy for Lord Sidro to place traps, and very hard for Monster Cookie to come in with a shield charge.
Yeah, but again, Sidro's movement is a little bit more predictable as well, and I think that was a whiffed shield charge. That rear guard being very strong, giving him block chance, spell block. Oh man, it's a very good item.
So I'm quite happy to see Monster Cookie tying the game now. He probably has a little bit of refills on his pots, but I think the damage might be done. He's drank a lot last round. So he's trying not to drink there, trying to out-regen it. He still has vulnerability on him, making the next shot do even more damage and even more degen. And
I'm sorry about the frame drops that are happening. We will try to improve this in the future, and we're gonna have another tournament tomorrow for America, and hopefully we can fix it by then. But for now, just bear with us. We are getting the same lag as you guys are doing. Alright. Sidro using Poison Arrow, but no effect on Monster Cookie. He's got the regen. He doesn't care. He's just standing there.
Yeah, Monster Cookie having a really hard time to find an approach. Like I said, the map is not in his favor, and oh, now's there's a chance he got bear trapped. Lord Sidro barely living from blinking arrow out of the bear trap.
That was a crazy smoke mine. Can't believe my eyes.
I think Cookie wasn't expecting the cling of the bear trap to be so fast.
Yeah.
He just didn't react fast enough. It was close though.
But I think Monster Cookie just wants to dry out now.
I think he has to. You can see him not using any pots here. Actually, he's trying to use Whirling to avoid the Rain of Arrow.
Yeah.
Pretty clever. Pretty clever swap, to be honest.
So the only thing Lord Sidro can do now is actually tie and do a sudden death.
Round 7.
Right?
Fight.
I mean, I think that's no. You can't go into sudden death unless you're the points are tied. Right now, Monster's got the advantage. So Lord Sigil cannot tie here. He has to win.
Oh yeah. I mean, he needs to win and then make a tie. Yeah,
right. He needs to win the round and then tie it. Yes.
Yeah, the smoke one was so good it worked on me as well.
I'm honestly quite surprised to see Monster Cookie still being there and aggressive. It's very rare you'll see Facebreaker up on top of Puncture in point advantage, so he should be playing way more defensive.
Oh no, Sidrel, this is... Oh, what happened there? Monster Cookie just standing there, didn't continue his attacks.
Seems like there might have been some desync there.
Yeah,
Maybe
both players.
Blue team wins.
Alright, I didn't get to see that, but seems like I heard Sidrel stepping on a trap, and Monster Cookie was able to finish it out. Man, I didn't expect that. I was kind of like, just cheering a little bit for Monster Cookie just for fun, and because Lord Sidro is like up there. It's like, oh, Lord Sidro, and Monster Cookie manages to win it.
Yep.
What are your thoughts, GreenDude?
I mean, it was a good match, and I'm biased, right? Like I wanted Facebreaker to win because I play Facebreaker, but
of course.
Yeah, I think he did a good job because honestly, if I were to call that match ahead of time, I would have said Lord Sidro will probably win. Usually Puncture will
Oh
be,
yeah, I put all my money on Lord Sidro. Every time.
Puncture usually most often beats Facebreakers. And not only that, but also Lord Sidro is like a tournament winner and like a very known player in the PvP community. And so a lot of people were probably thinking, Monster Cookie's the underdog here. He's not going to win. So him coming up on top, it's pretty satisfying to see. I think while we're waiting for the next match to be ready, we should probably maybe get you set up on the backup stream that we have.
Okay.
I've been using it in the last 10 minutes and it's flawless. So maybe we can improve the stream quality by having you use that.
Let's try that. So we will be right back.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna be trying out, seeing if this works. I found a new stream. I'm just gonna see if it actually shows up for you guys. Let's see. Play, goddammit! Just a little bit of technical difficulties. Let's see. Can you guys see this? Oh my God, it works! It works! Hallelujah! All right, hopefully this one is less laggy. So thank you guys for the patience. All right, I kind of lost track. What do we got coming up here, GreenDude?
So I believe we're going to be switching back to softcore. I'm not sure what match we're going to see, but we're starting in about 5 seconds.
Oh, nice. And is it going to be the finals or? No, I think this is a loser bracket, right?
This is loser's bracket, yeah.
Yeah, Oats PT versus Lapis.
So why don't we get a little quick sync on the time just to be sure everything's good?
2, 1, 0. Oh, it's just counting down all the time. Oh, fight.
Perfect.
We're synced up? Nice.
A little bit. I think we are.
It doesn't matter. If you're before me, it's... Oh. Hold on. Alright, we're gonna have a little bit of a dual audio, I think. Oh, yeah, the audio's gonna be a little bit out of sync. until the next round, guys. Just deal with it. Alright, so once again we got Lapis. He's got the incredible damage that we saw in the previous rounds. I'm wondering if it's gonna do the same amount of damage to Oats though. Maybe the previous guy, I saw some people in chat said he might have not been cap resist. Oh man, this stream is so fluid and nice.
Yeah, it's much better.
Much better.
Should have switched to this sooner.
Alright, Oats here going in for the engagement. Whirling Blade, oh, just dancing around him. And as you can see, the traps doesn't even hit him. The freeze pulse is whiffed because his Whirling Blade is so fast. That's why, if you see a person with a lot of traps, you want to engage, you don't want to destroy the traps, use Whirling Blade. Don't use Sleep Slam. If you use Sleep Slam, you're going to get hit. With Whirling Blades, you actually have a chance to avoid. Beast Mode, taking a lot of hits here. You need more resistances. Beast Mode, flickering in, Whirling Blade, trying to just wear him down with the Whirling Blades only, it seems like. Oh.
So it seems like Lapis is playing a similar build as Quan. And, but he's not wearing the Heralds, is he?
Round 2.
Quite surprised to see that.
Fight.
Yeah, the audio is going to be out of sync for this this entire round. I can't fix it right now. So, apologies. Oh, we got a real life friend of Beast Mode in chat. Blastrove, you better cheer for him, bro. Better not let him down now.
So I have a feeling this will be a very, very tight match. And looks like Oats is very comfortable with this matchup. He knows exactly what to do.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure it's pretty obvious. He's going max block, Tempest Shield, putting on the Lashwar. You're seeing, oh man, he's not taking any hits. As we saw from the previous round, that Ice Spear destroyed his opponent. But now Beast Mode is like, I don't care. I'll just stand here.
Well, remember that he's not a ranger, so he doesn't get aggro, which means he doesn't get the less multiplier from block reduction that you now get from aggro since 1.3.0. Which means that his block is probably Legacy Crest of Brandis, which is now 37 block.
Yeah.
He's using Tempest Shield, which gives I think 3, so he's looking at 40% block. And he's got the Vitality. He's very tanky essentially, and he can even throw on a Stone of Lazwar and make half his block become spell block. So I think Oats has really got a really strong build here against this matchup.
Fight.
Yeah, and you see having fast attack speed, such an advantage. That's what I value the most on a melee weapon. Attack speed, attack speed, attack speed. It allows you to get away from phase breakers faster. It allows you to Whirling Blades through traps, faster approach, faster engagement, surprise your opponent. It's so important. I'd sacrifice damage for that. Alright, so they're both just keeping their distance now.
It's actually funny to see Oats just tank the Ice Spears like that. I guess he really feels confident that they don't do enough damage for...
Yeah, but we've seen Lapis go low life multiple times during the 2 last rounds. So I think Beast Mode, if he goes a little bit aggressive, a little bit more aggressive, you see he's low HP here. If he just chases this down, Beast Mode's full HP, and he runs away! What? What is it? How can he slap? How can he run away? Beast Mode taking a lot of damage. Oh, and he's low, and Beast Mode, BAM! That's what I wanted to see. Finish the kill. If you don't finish the kill, you've done nothing.
Round 4. Fight.
You're just allowing him to regain his HP.
Blue team gains a point. Round 5. Fight.
Oh, are we gonna see Beast Mode actually go Beast Mode this round and just go ham versus Lapis? Oh, having to take a lot of hits there. I think he popped a Quicksilver with stun recovery there. I don't think he has stun immunity, but he was able to run out once he popped his Quicksilver, and it's a very good affix to have on your flasks. It allows you not to use a Stone of Lashwar.
So it seems like me and you are very out of sync, so I'll just let you comment because I see everything quite before you.
Oh, okay.
So just for this game, we'll fix it after, but I'll let you solo commentate this one.
Oh, that's unfortunate. But yeah, you're seeing Beast Mode here putting on a lot more pressure than it did last round. Spectral throws after spectral throws, and they even got into melee range a couple of times. But I think Beast Mode might actually be low on pots here. He's choosing to fall back. Not healing up, waiting for his vitality. Look at that, temp chains. Chill. You saw how slow he was moving? So powerful. Yeah, just drawing it out, drawing it out. Yeah, he wants more flies from next round. Ooh. Might we see an engagement here? Lapis at 30-40% life. And another thing that is very important in LD now is getting that curse immunity on your gloves. For the top players, it's something that you see in every single fight. If you have a physical crit dagger guy, you have Maligaros corrupted with vulnerability, LA weakness, temp chains. Almost every character has it. Beast Mode taking huge damage here, but he's confident in melee range, so he's just going for it. Applying pressure with Spectral, regaining his posture, waiting for that crazy regen that he does have. Oh, and the Leaf Slam stunning him, allowing him to engage and finishing it out. But we got one more round. Do not get confused. One last round here.
Round 7.
If Oats can win this,
Fight.
he will be the champion. I like that Leaf Slam a wombo combo. Blastroph, you better chair. This is when Beast Mode can finish it out. Alright. He's just waiting for that bear trap to... Oh no! Whoa! For once, his spell block did not trigger. And you just got one shot.
So it looks we're going to have a sudden death Lapis versus Oats.
Yep.
It's going to be really interesting.
Man,
honestly, it's quite hard to call it, right? I mean...
Yeah, I mean...
are looking so strong.
Yeah, and with a lucky block pen, or not block pen, but having Oats not blocking any of those projectiles, those spell projectiles, it was crazy.
Yeah.
So is there anything I can do to make us more synced up here?
We're gonna have them set up a backup stream for EU.
Oh, okay.
So essentially exactly what you're using now, but for EU, and then it'll probably be better.
All right.
Once that's done.
Let me just mute the other one so we can get the correct audio. So can you talk about maybe what we'll see in the next match?
Yeah, well, so, I mean, it's still going to be Lapis versus Oats and sudden death. So the only difference here is that their pots are going to be filled. And I feel like that can help Lapis a lot more. What we saw is Oats trying to work down Lapis's flasks every round. But now he's not going to get to do that because there's only that one round. So
yeah, denied.
Yeah, so I think Lapis might be able to go really aggressive, having all his pots available to him.
But I've seen it that Oats with the spell block, he's able to go pretty aggressive against him. So I think actually the key is going to be Lapis putting down traps and having Oats just carelessly running into them. If Oats can just go straight into his face and don't stop attacking, don't give him any time to relax, he's going to just, you know, wear him down very quickly.
So we're seeing Lapis just standing in the middle trying to put a lot of pressure with his ice spears. Oats just kind of traveling around the outside here.
The opponents just feeling each other out. We might see another draw, and then on the third round, this is what happened last time. We drawed 2 times, and in the third one, if they don't finish it out, it's going to be a coin toss, and that's when you see them really go for that quick kill.
So both players still feeling each other out. Nothing too aggressive is happening. Just a lot of trapping, a lot of spamming projectiles.
A very common theme here is when you see puncture trappers, puncture bow characters, and spellcasters, and trap spellcasters, they like to dominate that bottom part of the map. You saw it with Lord Sidro, you see it now with Lapis. He's controlling the bottom, putting traps on either side, controlling the choke points, and having a lot of range with his projectiles.
So we're actually seeing we were actually seeing that Oates was spell blocking some of the attacks, and therefore his trigger gem, the counter.
Oh yeah.
Gem was actually hitting him, applying both an attack and the curse on hit effect that he has corrupted on his gloves, which was vulnerability.
He doesn't have to do anything. He just has to stand there, and he's going to get damage to Lapis and curse him.
Exactly. Now, of course, it's not too much damage, but it is working him down slowly. Unfortunately, the round's just not long enough for that to happen, so he's going to need to do a bit more than that.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to see the third and final round here. If it draws, coin flip, but hopefully we'll see some very aggressive play here.
Yep.
Lapis going out with no traps. Beast mode just flickering in. Oh, the bear trap. It doesn't have that long duration on it, and it allows Lapis just to run away. Oh man, beast mode just YOLOing through the traps. Seems to be more in Lapis's favor. None of the players want to see a draw. Oh, beast mode getting cornered here. Is it a gambit? Here we go. We got the engagement. Beast mode going in. Managed to bring him down to low life, but he gets away. He heals up. Look at that heavy strike. That's not even multi-strike. He's taken out his multi-strike. Not a lot of people do this. They think, oh, multi-strike's the best thing. You just keep it. But it allows him to do just one quick hard hit because he knows Lapis is going to be running away all the time. 10 seconds. They have to make something happen. It seems like beast mode is just going to try his luck with the coin flip. I hope the players are aware of these rules. It's a little bit sad to see.
Yeah. I mean, they have one more sudden death, so.
Oh, they do? That was 3 draws, though. Oh, it's 3 sudden deaths.
It's 3 sudden. Yeah. That's
my bad. Apologies. Okay.
Yeah.
That's my bad. I'll take that.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
It's a tie. Goes into sudden, and then 3 sudden death. Then the coin flip.
Okay.
We might actually see the coin flip, though. I mean, these players are refusing to play each other's game and to go too overextend rather, and make a mistake that could cost them the game. And so maybe they do want to go for the coin flip. I don't know.
I certainly hope not. I saw Lapis making the same mistake multiple times, where I don't know if you could call it a mistake, but from my point of view, it kind of feels like a mistake. He's running out without any of his traps and allowing beast mode to get some really good engagements in the early game. And then that forces him in the late game to fall back because he's already wasted a lot of his pots. So we'll see here. Once again, taking over that bottom portion. Oh, beast mode. I think he... Yeah, he's bear trapped him. Doesn't engage. Here you see the... You were saying something? Oh, you see the good damage from the ice spear.
We're still decent.
2 ice spears. Half HP. Oh man, yeah, so you see in almost every engagement that beast mode does, he brings them down to like half HP, even lower sometimes. Oh man, beast mode going ham here. He wants to finish this out, but man, Lapis manages to throw down his single trap freeze poles and shotguns him. The spell block didn't help beast mode this time. Well fought by both players. That was good. That's what I wanted to see.
Yeah. I'm quite happy as well with that result, and we're going to see the winner there going up against Jennifer and making their way back from loser's bracket.
Yeah. So, Green Dude, it's a little bit lonely up here. Is there anything happening with the streams that we can fix?
No, unfortunately, we're working on a backup stream because obviously, for those wondering, we're out of sync. So if I'm shoutcasting, Willie will see what I'm saying a little bit late. But we're working on it. The other option to get the sync back is to go back to the lower quality stream. So I think that's a lesser option. But we'll fix it. I mean, it's the first time we do this kind of thing. So, we're working on it.
At least you can provide color. All right. So that was EU, right? Yeah, standard. Yeah.
Standard, yep.
So we had Lapis, Oats, and we're gonna see now. Well, we're probably gonna go into hardcore now, but later on we're gonna see who wins between Sir Edwards and Jennifer LD, and then the loser will go up against. Oh wait, no. Oh well, it disappeared, so I can't remember. We're gonna have Like Jesus versus Pee-wee account here. Like Jesus, the Shadow. No, wait. What does Pee-wee account play again?
Like Jesus is a puncture. Pee-wee account is the first time we see him.
Oh wait, Yoda Invitational LLD.
Oh, so it is Yoda.
Oh, it is Yoda. Okay, so we're gonna see
versus puncture.
Yeah, puncture, and Yoda using poison arrow. There, he uses it immediately.
Yep.
Seems like Jesus doesn't even know the round has started.
So Yoda's puncture or poison arrow is, it's got quality on it. It's huge AOE. We're gonna see him doing a lot of crowd control with it, and then trying to kill with puncture.
What? Willie, I hate you. Like Jesus doesn't like me. That makes me so sad.
Maybe we, made some kind of misinformation about his name.
Might have happened. Might have happened.
Might have mispronounced his name.
We see here, Yoda. I'm gonna call him Yoda. That's why I know him by putting on that vulnerability and poison arrow. You see, he's not gonna be able to move around at all.
So I feel like Jesus here is very cornered and unable to get out of there. I think at the round start, that's when he has to really get out of that corner. Otherwise, he's trapped for the rest of the round.
Yep. And it looks like Yoda's not using his poison arrow. He has the opportunity to shoot it in there and just force him. Huh. Is he just playing with him? The Son of God? Jesus. Jesus. Wait, am I seeing this right? Is Like Jesus not putting down any traps? Yeah, he's not. Oh, there you go. I was wondering where they were. I have a feeling Like Jesus is just throwing this.
Round 4. Fight.
It is a really tough matchup. I don't know what Like Jesus is doing.
No, he was just walking out there, just not attacking.
Red team wins.
Oh, I'm sorry, Like Jesus.
So I think maybe we can quickly maybe we could play a song, take a quick break.
Yeah.
And try to get that sync fixed, and then we can jump into the next match as soon as we're ready.
All right, we'll be right back after a little break. Oh man, isn't that Act 4 music beautiful, guys? I hope your body is ready. But first, we got some PvP for you. Let's see if I've managed to fix this. We hopefully have a little bit better stream capturing here. Putting me and GreenDude together. Let's see, is it this one? Yeah. Alright, it should be running. Do we have volume? Alright. Let's see, GreenDude?
Yes.
What's going on? What's up?
So I think we should be more in sync now, right? You have the stream set up?
Yeah, but we won't tell until we go. So just fingers crossed. I need that GreenDude hype while we're watching this.
So we should be jumping into the next one.
Yeah, just let them know we're ready. So now we're going back to standard, and oh man, I can't recall the ladder.
There we go. So
yeah, Sir Edwards versus Jennifer. Jennifer got knocked out. Sir Edwards versus Jennifer or Lapis now, right?
yeah, exactly. We're gonna see Jennifer get a second shot into the losers bracket, and you know, who knows if the Lapis caster is gonna come up on top of Jennifer, the sword and board ranger duelist, right?
Oh, Jennifer, wasn't she puncture?
Oh
no. Yeah, she was the molten,
yeah.
staying in the corner,
Yes.
playing very conservative.
Yeah, so versus the caster. So very similar matchup to what we saw with Oates and Lapis. And Lapis did come on top of Oates, so we'll see if Jennifer has better luck this time.
Yeah. If he sets himself up in the same position, he's not going to be able to do that. Against Alcazaz, he didn't have really the means to bring him out of his comfort zone, where he was comfortably standing. But Lapis, as we know, has these crazy freeze pulse mines, or traps rather, and he can outrange him with the ice spear, and Jennifer has to be very mobile during this fight.
Yep. So we're just about ready to jump in. Should be any second now.
So the pressure's on Jennifer for all the engagements. He has to pick the location. I don't think Lamp is going to be able to chase him down too well, but he might be able to do some sneaky trap action in by kiting him around.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see, because when we saw that other match with Jennifer, he was playing that kind of turret where he just sits there and shoots projectiles. And the irony, of course, here is that Lapis is the exact same thing. He sits there,
but he outranges him.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Ice spears will outrange him. So I guess Jennifer's just got to do something. He's just got to put on an aggressive stance.
Yeah. So we haven't seen that from Jennifer yet. It's going to be interesting. Once again, once this is done, we're going to have the finals of European Invitational Standard, and after that, we should probably be finishing up the hardcore one. And afterwards, we're going to have a grudge match. For those of you just tuning in, we're going to have a grudge match between hardcore and standard, which should be very entertaining. We're going to see, well, we're not supposed to hype it up too much, but I hope you guys are going to enjoy it.
All right, quick sync. Let's see. Go for it.
Let's see. Round one, fight.
Oh, wow. There's still quite a... you're quite far behind.
Oh, yeah? God damn it. But we don't want to watch a laggy stream, do we? Alright. I guess we'll just go. Oh, it's already underway. My bad. But nothing happened. They were just running around, filling each other out. Jennifer, just standing here, tanking that. Seems like he's applying the same strategy that Oates did in putting on his Tempest Shield and Lashwar, being able to spell block a lot of Lampis's attacks. You saw those, yeah, Ice Spears didn't do as much damage as you would think, and that was in shotgun range as well. So if you thought Lampis's projectiles did a lot of damage with single proj, shotgun would be even more insane, but you see, oh, Jennifer, my god, hitting that trap, going down super low, but still putting on the pressure. Molten Strike. Here we go. This is going to end it. What an aggressive fight. Jennifer not giving him any moment to rest. Ugh. I love it. So it's going to be interesting to see who will take the next round. I think they're both pretty low on pots. So the one with more pots is probably going to be a much more aggressive Jennifer getting a lot of damage. Lapis not getting anything. Anything. So maybe Lapis decided to not use pots this round, just, you know, take the loss, regain his composure for the next one. Alright, Jennifer. Oh, man. Curse on a Tempest. Chill. Slows him down, but he Curse Immunity is it. Manages to get a couple of Molten Strikes in there, and you see how powerful it is. Manages to stun lock Lapis for a split second, getting in a second one as well. Lapis, low on pots. I think Jennifer should just finish it, but he's probably not able to see his HP right now. Yeah, he sees it. He's gonna just go for the kill now. There you go. Flicker, Molten, done and done. Well played. GG.
Great match.
Wow. So, you see, it comes down to the pots. It comes down to the flasks. I keep saying pots, I'm sorry. It's called flasks in PoE. But D2 veteran here. So, we are done with the losers bracket. We're going to now see... we're going to go back to hardcore. And we'll come back afterwards, and we will see Jennifer LLD once again facing up against Sir Edwards. He has lost against Sir Edwards one time. I can't remember what Edwards was playing. GreenDude, could you do you recall?
Well, we haven't seen Sir Edwards.
Oh, we didn't see the semifinals.
Yeah.
Oh,
we've never watched him once, so.
Oh, okay.
It's quite hard to.
It's going to be a surprise for us now.
Yeah.
So Sir Edwards has gone undetected throughout the bracket, and now we're just going to see him show up in the finals. Wow. So
one thing we should try and do now is maybe you can pause your stream, just, you know, the web player, and I'll pause mine, and then we press play together, is what they're telling me to do.
Okay. It is now paused.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, click.
Yep. So if we can have them like run around or just spectate the match itself, we can see the timer together. Sorry for the technical difficulties, guys. It's a learning experience for both me and GreenDude and GGG. They're sitting down in New Zealand trying to make stuff work, and sometimes there's technical difficulties. The stream wasn't lagging yesterday, and all of a sudden today, you know, it was lagging, so it's unfortunate.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, they're streaming from Australia, and I think Australia is known as one of the worst places for internet.
Yeah, a living hell for people who like the interwebs.
Exactly.
Okay, so I have really no way of telling time here. I guess we'll just try, see what happens, play the next round. Don't you think? Yeah. So just give him the go-ahead, and we will see Lord Sidro versus PoE account, which is, of course, Yoda.
So it should be starting any second now. They have a really cool system in place where they can just start in matches and keep you waiting. And
They're
so
just stuck in limbo.
3, 2, 1.
Fight.
Fight now for me.
Oh, so you're way behind me then.
No, yeah.
Oh, that's strange. Oh, and they're going just straight up into each other's faces. Puncture versus Puncture. We got arguably one of the best, two of the best Puncture players in the game right now. Lord Sidro winning a lot of events. Yoda also doing the same. I get completely destroyed by both players. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they're gonna face against each other in this mirror match. It's almost like a dance. It's like an elaborate dance. They're throwing traps. They're sidestepping. Oh, wow. Am I seeing this correctly? Does Lord Sidro have +1 arrow on bow and quiver?
That seems to be the case.
Wow. So, guys, you won't believe how lucky or how much money that must have cost him. It depends, though. Like, his bow... Oh! And the trap, the sneaky trap. He didn't know that was there. He managed to dodge it, but on his way back... He got punished. Lord Sidro won't have it though. Just going in.
So much pressure there by Yoda. I think that's the right way to do it.
Yeah, you might call it cheese, but that was exactly the right thing to do. Lord Sidro did not expect that rush.
So can you give me a little clock countdown real quick?
17, 16, 15, 14.
We're
Oh,
finally
nice.
announcing. Excellent. So yeah, so you got Lord Sidro trying to dodge all the pressure from Yoda. Wow, Yoda's putting a lot of pressure. But Lord Sidro actually doing more damage than Yoda there. It could have just been some lucky acrobatics dodging. It could have been, you know, some lucky even blocking. I expect both players are using a rear guard, which does give you up to 21% block, I believe.
So I think I've, if chat is informing me correctly, oh, the puncture not being able to dispel it. But yeah, oh, Lloyd's being rushed again, but it won't have it this time. Yeah, I think Yodo's actually using a bleeding bow with +1 arrow, which would be incredible. Manages to kill Sidro there once again. Dem crits. Sidro blaming the crit RNG. They're probably both not playing crit, right, GreenDude? They're just going straight up standard bow build, but they still have the chance of getting that lucky crit.
Yeah, and you can get some local crit, and of course, wow.
This is so even.
If you get local crit on your bow, you get a huge amount of crit chance, you know, compared to like spellcaster gems. You know, weapons can get so much more.
Yeah, most of the spells have like 4 or 5, maybe 6. And a bow, you know, it has a 5 base and you can roll up to like 24, 28 increased local crit.
So we're seeing a lot of poison arrow crowd control, which is really working well. And there's a little puncture shot, didn't hurt that much. Wow, and Lord Sidro actually just sitting there and just tanking it, even though he's got half his health. That was pretty ballsy of him, to be honest.
Yeah, it seems like they both have major balls here. Just standing face to face. Look at this. Like, they're just praising RNGs, hoping their evasion is gonna help them out here. Oh, Yoda being very quick on the trigger there, catching Sidro while it's placing his traps. Forcing him just to stand still. Yoda could have actually engaged there and finished it off. Because
Sidro probably has no more pots.
Yeah, that's it.
The match. Wow.
Well played by both players, super tight. So
we're gonna see Monster Cookie against Yoda, which is PoE account 79. This is gonna be amazing. I'm actually surprised to see Lord Sidro drop to Yoda. You know, the major difference between the two of them is that Yoda will use Poison Arrow a lot for crowd control, and it does good damage. It really does. You can't just be sitting in it, otherwise you're forced to use pots or move away, and that gives him the position advantage.
Yeah, it's like the perfect setup for his character. He can put his traps down in clever positions and set up traps across the map, and with the Poison Arrow, you just force him out of his comfort zone and allowing him to make risks. Yeah. Which could be fatal, as we've seen multiple times there. And he can catch him off. If he forces his opponent to move in a certain way, he can anticipate it and counter it, and you saw it many times there.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'm really excited now about the hardcore finals. But before that, we're going to get to see the standard finals. That's going to be pretty exciting. I'll just tell them to switch to that.
And it's really cool to see. I mean, we have seen Monster Cookie go through the hardcore European ladder, beating puncture after puncture after puncture. He's won 3 rounds versus puncture now. Is he gonna be able to win the 4th in the finals? We will see. But first, we will have Sir Edwards versus Jennifer LD.
So he's got the MacGyver name, so we might see some.
MacGyver LD.
It does seem like the build is still alive after the 1.30 balance changes.
So we're gonna see bear traps, EK there. There's the EK.
Yeah, he can switch to puncture. He can switch to anything he'd like. And right now it seems like he's opting for bear trap EK. I think it's a pretty good combination against puncture. Remember that puncture trappers don't necessarily have stun immunity, so EK will provide really good stun.
We got an engagement straight up here. MacGyver doesn't seem to be very tanky. And Jennifer just whirling blades through all those bear traps. Doesn't care. Oh, he's also utilizing a fire trap. Not sure if it's doing good damage though.
He did switch his setup a little bit there.
Yeah, and yeah, I've seen him bow swap. Probably
Yeah,
shooting.
he's got he's got the bow swaps. He's got the dual wand. He's got shield and wand. He can really switch to whatever he wants.
Yeah, but you can tell MacGyver is fairly squishy. If it gets caught off guard, Jennifer is going to be able to finish off pretty quickly with Molten Strike. He went down rather quickly there.
Yeah, so I think the problem here is Sir Edwards has to really try different setups. He's got the versatility, but he doesn't know which one to apply in this matchup. Honestly, it's quite hard to play against someone who's putting so much pressure from traps, self-casts, arrow clouds, poison arrow clouds that sit there as well.
Yeah. Jennifer find a way into the base. You see the delay on the Molten Strike. It's not able to hit him. The dream would be to get a bear trap off on MacGyver for the engagement. And we might see one here. If Jennifer runs away, he might lure MacGyver into... Oh!
Oh, wow. From bow to EK. What an interesting build, to be honest. He's, I mean, this guy does it all. He's got the poison arrow, he's got the puncture.
Very clever. So he gets the stun, or he gets the freeze. He's using, and then when he's got his opponent stunned, he just applies the puncture, and at that point they're probably low HP and have to run. What are you gonna do? You're bleeding.
Round 4.
So I think Jennifer is getting a little bit not lucky, but he's getting some really good approaches where it seemed like MacGyver will come on top, but then Jennifer ends up taking it. Oh, and this time Jennifer's being way more aggressive. It's working out, but he's using a lot of pots. More traps on the ground. Very tight action right there.
MacGyver's just putting on a nice trail of traps, forcing Jennifer to run through them because he's being so aggressive. MacGyver here taking a lot of damage. Oh, and it's done.
This was one of the most aggressive I've seen Jennifer for this round, and it's working out really well.
I feel like maybe Jennifer knows he has to only win 2 more rounds. He's got the pots, probably. If he can just go ham for these next 2 rounds, he can just finish it out. Or now, maybe we'll see a little bit more passive gameplay. Because every round, you get a little bit of flash charges, not too much.
Oh, and MacGyver getting the punctures there.
Oh, is this a Temp Chain's bear trap lasting for a long time?
Yeah, and it seems like he's got the Asenath corrupted with vulnerability on hit, so he's always got the dual curse up. Very, very effective for, you know, poison arrow, puncture, EK, bear traps, everything. Really
synergizes really well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Increases your fist damage, increases stun duration.
But Jennifer takes the tournament. No, sorry.
What?
Oh, I got confused. I was looking at the wrong tree. Yeah. So Jennifer going up in finals, rather. Yes.
Yes. Calm down.
I'm a little too excited.
All right. So now we're
looking at the wrong bracket right now.
Yeah. Let's look at our pretty faces instead. So can you recall who's going to be in the finals now in standard? We're going to see Jennifer.
Jennifer and who was at the top? Was it? I completely forget.
I can't believe it.
It's got me all confused now. I'm telling them to switch it to standard tree so we can have a look.
Yeah, let's have a look.
Before we go to the hardcore.
But
there we go.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be Sir Edwards. Yeah, we haven't seen him. Of course we don't know.
Yeah.
This is gonna be the first time we see Sir Edwards versus Jennifer.
Yeah. So there we go. Sir Edwards. Again, I'm expecting will be.
Wait, what?
Wait, no, we saw him. We just saw him.
We just saw him. You were right.
Yeah, yes, I was right. So
you was right. GG. The
I don't
confusion.
think we've ever been in this confusion. Yeah.
No.
All right. So anyway.
Okay, so Sir Edwards lost versus Jennifer. Jennifer is the victor of EU standard. We're now going to switch over to the hardcore.
So I was right. He won the tournament.
Yeah.
You're the one that's making me look bad.
Oh no, but he came from the loser bracket, right? So we're gonna have another round, aren't we?
Oh, that's correct. That's correct.
Yeah. So it's not done yet. We're both wrong. We're all wrong. Yeah.
Yeah. So everyone gets to lose once. So this means that since Jennifer just lost, or rather, Sir Edwards just lost his first match, we have to go a second time.
But for the finals, is it going to be like best of 3 or anything like that? It's just going to be 2 rounds, right?
No, I believe it'll be like a classic best of 7, just like we've been doing.
Yeah. But I mean,
Yeah.
they're not going to play 3 rounds, best out of 3. You know, 3
No,
times
no.
7. Yeah.
No,
Yeah. Okay.
it's just that if you've never lost once, you get to lose once, and
Yeah.
Sir Edwards just lost, and that's where the confusion comes from. But
Yeah, because every player has like 1 life. Sir Edwards made it to the finals without losing once. Jennifer has lost once, but he managed to win in the finals. So Sir Edwards, it would be unfair if he would be knocked out now. But he's got 1 up, so he's gonna face against Jennifer again. Sorry for the confusion.
Yep. It's our first time, so.
But it looks like there's.
Here's the hardcore one. We've got Monster Cookie versus Yoda playing his PoE account, and so Monster Cookie's coming from the upper bracket, which means that he can lose once. So if Monster Cookie wins this match, he wins the hardcore tournament. If he loses, we go for another one. Just to make it clear right off the bat.
Yeah. PoE account, aka Yoda, doesn't have any more lives. If he loses, he's out. But if he wins, he gets another chance and has to beat Monster Cookie twice. But will the Monster Cookie be able to finish this one out? He's been able to slaughter puncture character after puncture character. If you want Monster Cookie to do well, I want to see some Kappas in the chat. If you want Yoda to win with his sick poison arrow, tornado shot character, put some keepos.
So Monster Cookie taking a lot of damage there, being really aggressive. He's already used the pot, and not clearing the traps very well here. He's just overly aggressive, I feel. Taking a breather now, putting down his smoke mine. When he gets bear trapped, but Monster Cookie didn't have time to take that opportunity and shield charge him.
Yeah, and Yoda being quick with the blink arrow, of course, realizing he was in big trouble. But
it seems like the Kipo versus Kappa is very close, very 50-50. And honestly, I feel like it's the same way. I couldn't really call the match right now.
No, we have seen too little. And it might be a draw. I feel like Monster Cookie is waiting for an opportunity. He's placing down those smoke mines, and maybe we'll see one of those 360 no-scope shield charges that we saw in versus Lord Sidra.
Round 2.
Yeah, you know, Monster Cookie's build is it puts everything on that shield charge. If he doesn't get any shield charge, he's not going to get a kill any other way. He doesn't have a swap. He doesn't have a single target up close. You know, he's really banking on those shield charges. And of course, Yoda's not going to give them to him. He's going to keep moving, keep applying pressure on the go. Oh, and there's the shield charge.
BAM! Yoda knows what kind of pressure he has. He's been playing pretty conservative. He knows if he gets hit, it's just over. It's done. And you saw there, Monster Cookie being able to penetrate his defenses and finish him off. I think we're going to see a little bit more defensive Yoda here. But we've seen it before that Monster Cookie has pretty good regen. I don't think he minds the poison arrow too much. I
mean, if you're Yoda right now, you're probably very nervous because Monster's up 1 point in this game. But also remember, if Monster wins this one, he wins the tournament. Whereas PoE account has to win twice.
Yeah. Gets a good puncture there. Gets bear trapped. Puts down. Oh, nice. I like the use of Frostball, forcing him to go around it if he wants to shield charge. That's a very good thing to do while he's in the bear trap.
Usually, puncture bows are often very defensive and sort of bunkered themselves down, but we're going to have to see Yoda here be aggressive as a bow puncture, which is kind of awkward to do.
But could...
very good blink arrow there, saving his own life.
That was clutch. But could Monster Cookie use a Quartz Flask to go through the Frostwall? Couldn't he? Oh, you see a shield charge, whiffs the first one, follows up with the second. Yoda, what are you doing, friend? You could have blinked arrowed out, might have been on cooldown, but I didn't see a mirror image, so I think he could have gotten out of there.
Yeah. And I know that Monster Cookie's able to... Oh, and the shield charge again.
Gains a point.
I don't think he was expecting that one.
No.
He might have been desync there.
Fight.
And Monster Cookie taking the early lead. Very confidently now.
Yeah. Yoda has to win 3 rounds in a row now to just draw it and bring it to a sudden death.
Red team.
And gets his
Alright.
first point. I think what we saw there was Yoda using the mirror arrows a lot and blink arrow to his advantage, because while he's attacking and about to get shield charge, he can teleport away. Monster Cookie trying to do the approach, gets the bear trap, blink arrow away, another shield charge, finally gets him.
Oh,
Monster
did you
Cookie
see
wins.
that? He hit the trap, pro-lift it, and he took almost all his life.
Monster Cookie winning the EU hardcore tournament. Congratulations. I honestly didn't expect Facebreaker could ever win a tournament.
I did not expect that at all. Wow, he is the
Wow.
puncture expert. He doesn't care if you're playing an OP build. He will just shield charge you and win the entire thing. Wow. So I would like to see a round of applause in chat. If you guys could use some clappers for Monster Cookie, that was really impressive. Really solid gameplay.
Yeah, big congratulations to Monster Cookie, and you know, obviously a shout out to Yoda for coming in second place.
Yeah.
He played exceptionally well, taking down Lord Sidro. Wasn't an easy feat, and now here he is in the finals, losing to Monster Cookie, but still coming second. You know, that's an awesome final. Monster Cookie though coming out on top. I'm pretty happy, man.
Oh man. Great.
Facebreaker represent.
Bias. It's showing, GreenDude.
I know. So okay, we're going back to softcore, and here we've got the Sir Edwards versus Jennifer, and now they're even. So whichever wins this match wins the tournament, because Jennifer was able to take one, but he was coming from losers, so he has to do it a second time.
So we see a different type of players joining or coming to the finals in standard. We don't have puncture, we don't have facebreakers. We got the Molten Strike, Sword and Board, and we got Sir Edwards with the caster trap build. Very different from hardcore. So Monster Cookie in the grudge match, even though he's been beating puncture characters throughout this entire tournament, is going to be able to kill a caster. He's going to be able to finish off a Molten Striker. Molten Striker might have a harder time against him because of the counter gems. We'll see. But it's going to be interesting to see who wins this next match. It was pretty even between Sir Edwards and Jennifer LG in the first final round. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I think we're about to just jump into it and see.
All right.
We're gonna have to see if Sir Edwards can, you know, change things up. You know, it was a pretty close match, but Jennifer had a pretty significant advantage once he was going in hard with whirling, breaking some of the traps with whirling. You know, very aggressive play style, and I'd like to see Jennifer do that again.
All right, both players telling each other good luck. Well-mannered.
Blue team
Oh,
wins.
little technical difficulty. It seems someone dropped.
Oh, okay.
I think he dropped from the. That map is pretty notorious for crashing.
Yeah. They keep saying the rain is fixed.
Yes,
It doesn't crash.
The mighty rain will take down your computer.
Yeah. There are a few maps. It's actually kind of sad. We've lost a couple of demis because of that. I like to say that we could have lost those rounds, but yeah. Hopefully that's optimized and fixed. PvP is getting the attention it needs right now. We're so lucky to have GGG dedicate some of their resources and give us this content. A lot of us PvPers are very happy, and it seems like it's attracted quite a few new players. A lot of my friends who have never PvP'd before are very much looking forward to and are preparing for the Bloodlines Torment PvP that's coming up. So our guild is growing. We're going to be coming with full force in the next season.
Yeah, yeah, and you know, all the bugs, the map crashes, the you know, loading
Imbalances and stuff like that.
everything is getting worked out, and between season you're also going to get balance patches. So basically, for an entire season, GGG doesn't touch the balance.
Yeah.
We have to let the meta evolve and explore what are the builds and how to counter the meta, etc. And then when the season ends, that's when they introduce balance changes, and so you can expect a whole new meta every season. So it's pretty exciting. And if your build kind of sucked, unfortunately, for one season, it might be the next big thing if you improve it and if it becomes the next meta. So pretty exciting stuff. So we're finally ready. It seems like both players have connected.
Yeah, because I mean, they of course nerf whatever is broken. That's gonna happen. But if something is considered OP or very good, sometimes, very often, people develop a new meta, discovers how to counter it, and they don't have to do balance changes. But at the end of the season, we've gone through everything, and it's going to be interesting to see what kind of changes we'll have for the next season. And over a couple of seasons, it's probably going to be very balanced after a while. But here we got Jennifer LD versus Sir Edwards. This is their second round in the finals.
Winner of this one takes it all home, so
yeah,
very important match. I'm sure both players are going to have to bring out their best here.
It's 1-0 to Jennifer. He came from the losers bracket, fought his way back up to get his revenge. Sir Edwards using the kiting strategy, throwing down traps. Oh man, you see that Molten Strike is so powerful. That's what has been killing him all along. And here you can see it's using vulnerability on hit, EK with the bear trap. Whenever he bear traps him, he follows it up with a good EK. A little bit of desync there.
Oh, and it works, and it worked out really well there.
Yep.
Slowly working him down with the bear traps. The curse on hit is every time he applies damage. So it's very harassing, very high pressure. Jennifer can only try to chase him down and get that quick kill before he works him down too much.
Oh, a long stun there, and the weapon swap to bow puncture, forcing him to actually use some of his pots there. Oh.
Jennifer putting on some good pressure here.
MacGyver, you don't want to be stuck in that Molten. We've seen it time and time again. Just get out of there, bro.
Jennifer looking for an approach. Gets the flicker in the whirling. Doesn't do that much damage.
Quicksilver.
Both players using a ton of pots, and the EK finally takes him down. That actually looked like a crit. It was a lot of damage for an EK.
Yep. So what we're seeing here is actually Sir Edwards, MacGyver LD, taking a 2-point lead very quickly. And remember, he lost the previous round. Oh, wow. Those bear traps hit like a truck. Both players very, very low HP. Are they gonna engage and see who is the manliest? No. Jennifer.
Sir Edwards is actually taking a 3-point lead. And remember, he lost the first one. Jennifer took that one. So it's actually quite interesting to see Sir Edwards able to switch his strategy up and get 3-point lead. It's gonna be really hard for Jennifer to bring it back.
Yeah. If Sir Edwards MacGyver wins this round, he will be the victor. The grand champion of Standard. Oh!
Sir Edwards wins the tournament.
Was that a bear trap puncture combo?
That was... I mean, this guy is filled with wombo combos.
Wombo combo? Where you at?
So Sir Edwards originally losing to Jennifer, but he was allowed to lose once in the tournament. It's double elimination. That's how it works.
Yep.
And then he brings it home on the most important match. That's extraordinary. Congratulations to Sir Edwards. And of course, congratulations as well to Jennifer, who came in second place there. Taking the second place to your lap is very good job to both of these players.
Mm-hmm. So we have now crowned a champion for both EU Hardcore, EU at Standard. And now it comes down to the moment you've all been waiting for. The grudge match. The grudge match between Hardcore and Standard. GreenDude, do they need some time to set this up, or
I'm sure it'll be ready quite fast.
Okay.
But I just gotta say, okay, I want to see the chat hyped. They told us not to hype this up, but forget it. Let's see the chat hype. You can spam whatever emote you want. Get excited. pick a league. If you're
Are
a
you
softcore player.
elitist or
Yeah,
casual? Doesn't matter.
I want to see softcore spamming alt F4 core, and I want to see hardcore being elitist.
We want to see the bias.
Who do you want to win? You know, what league do you play? And cheer for that one.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, guys, bring it. Bring it. I want to see a Twitch chat spam like I've never seen it before. Bring it on.
The winner of hardcore was Monster Cookie Facebreaker. The winner of softcore was Sir Edwards, the MacGyver build.
Yep.
And so that's already determined. But now we're really, you know, doing this for fun. It's a grudge match. It's determined who's the best between softcore and hardcore. It's not, you know, whoever wins. It doesn't mean necessarily that league's better, but hint, it might.
Chris is gonna give you a stern talking after this.
I think I'm gonna feel the wrath of his banhammer soon.
Yeah. But this is something we've never seen before. I think actually GGG said for a long time this would never happen, but now we're finally gonna see hardcore versus standard. It should be pretty exciting. Yeah.
Yeah. Please understand that GGG has like copied a hardcore character into softcore just so we can see this match. So I mean, this is really hype. I've always wanted to see softcore versus hardcore, and we've got Monster Cookie representing hardcore, MacGyver representing softcore. Here we go.
Oh man!
Oh, and that permafreeze.
Oh, Monster Cookie!
Monster Cookie better get those Wanderlusts on.
Oh, and his puncture, it's not dispelling it. He knows what to do. He is the puncture destroyer. He doesn't care. Macho Man Monster Cookie. Region. Oh, the slow motion.
So we saw Monster Cookie just standing still there. He's probably doing a lot of gear swapping right now. He doesn't know what to expect. He's never played against this softcore player before. He doesn't know his build, etc. So he's doing some sideboarding, switching items that he's got in his inventory. And there we go. MacGyver takes the first point.
Gains a point.
Man.
Round 2.
I think these players are going to feel each other out, understand what they're playing, and surely but slowly it's going to get tighter and tighter as they better understand each other, and every mistake will count.
Yeah, you see Monster Cookie just standing still, probably doing gear swaps.
Yep, he's got to switch his gems, switch his gear, get that freeze immunity up.
Yeah, you usually see Monster Cookie going really aggressive, but he knows what's on the line here.
He's got all of hardcore cheering for him, so...
We got you back, bro.
No pressure, bro.
Oh, but those
and
punctures.
the quick snipe with the EK there.
Round 3.
Like, this is some of the best puncture plays I've seen, actually, against Monster Cookie. Just a single bow swap projectile, and... Oh, what's happening? Lag?
I don't know, it seems like Monster Cookie had a little technical issue on his side, client side.
Okay.
But MacGyver giving him the very gentleman-like
yep,
pause
sportsman.
there.
Very sportsman.
Yeah. Monster Cookie is probably getting more familiar with the matchup, but just not sure what to do.
So
and the bow swap EK. Oh, and Monster Cookie trying to get the shield charge, keeps missing them.
Oh, he actually gets a hit, but the shield charge did not do as much damage I would...
Oh, and there it is!
There it is! That's the shield charge we know!
Monster Cookie, the pain train coming in.
Round 4. Fight.
He's going for Pain City, population MacGyver.
Oh, so we got told right now that Monster Cookie did not have D&D on, so he was getting trolled, getting challenged, getting new friends invite.
Oh.
Very inappropriate for people to be doing that, but
yeah.
I'm glad he has D&D on now.
MacGyver is being very polite, giving him a chance to recuperate, making this a fair fight. MacGyver destroying all his bear traps, getting the cold snap bear trap, 10 chains, increased duration. Perfect time to hit with the puncture, some EKs. That's some really good projectile speed. Oh, the puncture, what is he gonna do? Not using a pot, just standing still. He saw that MacGyver was trying to get another approach.
He's doing really good with those whirlings to get out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Switching back now to try to get a shield charge, but...
Puncture, not using a
But
pot.
he got stunned there while shield charging.
Yeah, look at this. That's almost perma-stun
Yeah,
against a
Monster Cookie
face breaker
was-
character.
Round 5.
Monster Cookie refusing to put on Chiula and sacrificing some damage. It might be a better option here. I think MacGyver is has very low resist and low HP in order to be able to do so much damage.
Yeah, he does not need the extra damage from the amulet. I'm almost certain. Oh, here we see a whiffed shield charge. I think he actually misclicked him. He'd actually pushed MacGyver away. That's how you can tell it misses. Yeah.
So Monster Cookie is, as long as he's not putting that the Chiula on it, I don't see how he could possibly.
Oh man,
win.
I'm so impressed by MacGyver. Those bear traps, the stun locks, the follow with the puncture. It's so beautiful. See there? Cold snap, bear trap, puncture. So smooth. And that's gonna be it. GG. Wow.
Softcore takes the tournament or the grudge match.
GG. Well played to both players, but man, that was so cool to see. That there you kind of saw the full potential of Sir Edward's build. Like he was able to do everything he wanted to do, and Monster Cookie didn't do anything to counter it, kind of, and he just fell into Sir Edward's pace.
It's very, very impressive to see a build whose job is to be as versatile as possible, meaning like if you see a matchup, switch to what's appropriate. And I just think that's so awesome. It's
versus
really
a purist build like Facebreaker, like full glass cannon.
Exactly, and even though you might be sacrificing a bit of damage, you might not be able to spec into some of the juicier nodes for very build-specific nodes. He might not get these, but by just scaling a bit of fizz, a bit of life, he's able to switch around, and that gives him an edge so huge that it makes up for the loss in those juicy nodes we're referring to. So very neat build, and it seems like it counters Facebreaker quite well. Although I do think Monster Cookie could do some improvements. I think overall Sir Edwards was looking really confident, and I'm not surprised by the outcome.
Yep. All right, so that's what we got for you today. That was the European Invitational. Congratulations to the winners. They're gonna get some sweet swag from Razer and Karma Coin. So congratulations. We're pretty much just gonna finish out. If you guys are into LLD, GreenDude.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, you know, we're done for tonight, but tomorrow there's another tournament. This was EU, tomorrow is NA. So if you liked what you saw, please do click the follow button on the Path of Exile channel. And tomorrow, tune in at, I believe it's 8 o'clock Eastern, which is, for you, Willie, Central European
2 a.m.
time is 2 a.m., I believe?
Yeah.
Yeah. So 2 a.m., so technically Sunday for you guys.
Yep.
And, yeah. Or
So, yeah.
technically Monday, rather. Yeah.
So hope you guys tune in for that. It should be pretty awesome. We're gonna see some of the top players that were not in this tournament, so it should be on par with this, if not, you know, better. And we're gonna have another grudge match versus Hardcore and Standard. So maybe we're gonna see a tie, and we're gonna have to wait for another season to see who's gonna come out on top. So I hope you guys are gonna be cheering for Hardcore tomorrow. We need to even it out.
Yeah, come on, Hardcore. I'm biased or not, I'm cheering for Hardcore. The tie would be awesome.
Yeah, if Hardcore won, I would have cheered for Standard tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, got to keep people bickering in between each other. Who is the best?
You know what we could try and do? I mean, this is no promises. I'm thinking about this on the spot.
Yep.
What if tomorrow's Grud match winner, if it is Hardcore, then we have the two Grud match winners from today and tomorrow play against each other.
So, you mean...
we could determine the best tomorrow if there is a tie.
Okay, so the winner of tomorrow plays against the winner from today.
If
Ultimate showdown!
I can't promise this one.
Okay.
We don't know if the guy will be available tomorrow either.
Yeah,
But
okay.
I promise this. I'll tell Chris, make this happen, please.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That would be very hype.
So thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's been awesome casting. If you came to this stream from the front page, which might be likely, maybe you've never seen this game before, make sure you go to pathofexile.com. It's a free-to-play game. It is so awesome. I play it every day. I can't get enough. It's probably one of the best I would personally say it's the best action RPG out there. So make sure you test it out. Free to play, no pay to win. You're gonna love it. Yeah. Anything else we should mention, GreenDude?
No, be there tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you there.
All right, guys. It's been awesome. Have a good night. Stay safe, Exiles. We will see you tomorrow.